H-Town, what's up? You know what time it is. It's time for the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas. But we got a special guest in the building today. As we got Mr. Chris Walker. Let me see, can I bring him in over here? Look at him. Look at C. Walker. Look at
What
him.
up, boss?
What's up, baby?
What's up, boss?
Man, we're broadcasting live all over the world via Facebook Live and YouTube Live. But Chris, it's Baby Friday. It's normal Thursday for everybody else, but it's Baby Friday to us because we don't air on Friday. So we call this Baby Friday, and we just roll that way. But Chris, let me first acknowledge our starting five. And the starting five, the first five who sign up to the Facebook or the YouTube feed. And today, those people are, them guys, it was Women Rock Wednesday yesterday. Them dudes said, I'm finna beat the women out today. We got Thaddeus Moody. We got Daryl Anderson, Gary Sinclair, Rod Wells, and Lil Rick. Your best friend, Lil Rick, is in the building. And Chris.
That's my dude, man.
Chris, on your screen, Chris, you'll see a little red bubble. If you click that bubble, you can see the comments. You don't have to look at another device. You can see all the comments from both feeds.
Yeah, I got you.
From both feeds. Yeah. Oh, you had? I didn't know.
That's how I know Rick was talking about that nonsense yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, that's every day.
Chopping me up. You know what I'm saying?
But our sixth man today is Corey Willis. We can't forget about Corey. We can't forget about Corey. The men wasn't playing with y'all today, women. Wait a minute, Chris. Okay, Chris. Sonia Billingsley said, Chris, my hubby, Michael Billingsley, Robert E. Lee High School back in the day, sending you a shout out. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad they changed the name of that high school, but that's what I'm talking about.
What is it now? Wisdom?
Black and gold.
What's the name of the school now? Huh?
I think they changed the name of Robert E. Lee. As Sonya might know.
What is it? Wisdom? It's called Wisdom.
Solomon, Worthing boy right there.
Oh, okay.
Worthing Colts. Just to get them about 30 games. That's get them 30 apiece with a little barbecue sauce and a Chick-fil-A sauce too back in the day. But Kelton was nice though.
Hey, look at poor Corey. Hey, Chris, let's just dress little Corey. Let's get let Corey out the way. Corey the first thing he gonna put on here.
Melvin Marks.
Talking about the Houston Rockets now have 2 former Hightower. Man, ain't nobody thinking about no damn Houston Rockets. They done lost 20 games in a row. Corey, come on,
lose
man.
20 more.
Huh?
And gonna lose 20 more. Coach, listen. Let all you Rockets fans understand something. They cannot win. They are tanking it. They have to tank it. All right. I'm not gonna tell you why. They cannot win. So they're not interested in winning. They're only interested in getting a lottery pick. So
hold up.
Don't go to the game. Get your popcorn ready.
Chris.
Go watch Kenyon Martin's son get a couple dunks, and go watch DJ Augustine. Go and steal that money at the end of his career. But that's a wrap. Chris,
let me help you out, Chris. Chris, even if they was trying to win, their ass can't win. Chris, that's what you're not understanding. Even
man,
Chris,
they got John Lucas, man. Relax. Let John Lucas coach the team. They'll get some dubs out of there.
I said that a long time ago. Evidently, it didn't go. It went from God's ears to somebody else's ears. It didn't go to Timothy.
Well.
Yeah. No. Corey, I know Corey. I'm just messing with you, baby. Corey, Corey, Chris. Don't they know,
Coach,
when you put?
They see what son your business because she calls Margaret Long Wisdom High.
Yeah, I said wisdom.
Robert E. Lee now.
Yeah.
Oh, wisdom. Okay, my bad.
Wisdom. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get rid of that.
Hey, man, Chris, I know you tried to yesterday, because you know what I love? Y'all got to hear this. Y'all got to hear me on this one. Do you know I got 10 calls laughing at me and you yesterday? Talk about Booger Walker and Chris McFarland. But I got about 10 calls saying, man, y'all are retarded. And I said, I didn't mean it to come out like that. But they loved our topic yesterday, Chris. But I don't know why I said it, man. My bad, Chris. Chris, will you forgive me?
You got a problem. That's why. You got a problem. That's why.
But Chris, let me tell you something. You were so political correct. When you was not a college coach, before you went to Cal, hey, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all, We all having fun on the chop shop. And Chris Walker, that man gave Chris Walker all that money and that, out of Cal. He got what he came. He told me and Jimmy on a Friday. I'll see y'all later. And he went, but Chris.
Not no more.
But you were a little more, because yesterday you tap danced around the Deshaun Watson situation. And yes, because you don't know what's happened. You don't know what happened. And you tap dance. You did. I call you Chris Astaire now. Chris Kelly. Gene Kelly. I mean, you dance. You a dancer. But Chris, some new reports came out today. Okay. Up to 6 women, no criminal, but civil suits against them. And okay. let me explain to y'all. Our resident attorney, y'all look up, if y'all can look up at the top of the screen, maybe I'll put it somewhere else now because Chris got white in the background. BigCityAccidents.com, the Cox Brady law firm. Troy Brady called me this morning. We were just talking. We text back and forth. And he said, because I wanted to make sure y'all understood the difference in a civil and a criminal suit. And they keep saying, because I even said it, Chris, you remember I told you, there's no police report. The girls didn't file a police report. But Chris, okay. I'm going to show you where I'm going here. And he said, most likely, they do not report the incidents to police, and therefore their only recourse is the civil suit. So once you file a police report, then the police contact the district attorney, then accept possible charges. So then he also said, we are now hearing that Tony Busby has filed 3 lawsuits and has an additional 3 clients that he represents. So that's 3 that's already filed. Civil lawsuit, making a total of 6 women allegedly inappropriate behavior from Deshaun Watson. Then he said, Robert, the waters are getting real mucky for the Houston Texas quarterback. Just hope and pray that these women are telling the truth. This could possibly ruin his career. Then, Chris, he went and hired Rusty Harden.
Why do you always hiring Rusty?
Rusty. Yeah.
He that dude?
Yeah, he that dude.
I know somebody he didn't get off. How about that? That's doing a 10-year bid right now.
Okay, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, Rusty will defend him. Chris, some of the reports I read, and y'all got these allegations. Let's get these allegations now. Chris, when he it just seemed like to me, this just says Robert Hatter. If I'm just going by these facts, excuse me, these allegations, the tweets that Tony Busby putting out, because I didn't never seen an attorney put out a tweet, but you love that, Chris. You said, okay, it's good for the attorneys to put out. But hold on, Chris, you help me out with this one, Chris. That man got a little pattern going on. When he doing a massage, he like to take that little towel off. Most of us keep the towel on. Or when I do a massage, the lady, she come down and take it down to the middle of my back. Then she put that back up. Then she come on and put it up to my. But Deshaun likes to take that towel off. So I mean, allegedly, Chris, I don't know.
Allegedly, something else.
He like to let them guys see something. I don't know what he's trying to do. But Chris, they say
so hold on. So what you're telling me is keep going. I'm listening. Keep going.
No. So I got to
I'm trying to figure out where you're going here. That's what I'm trying to do.
No, I ain't trying to go nowhere. I'm just trying to give the people what they want. Chris, the people give you a towel for a reason. And allegedly, Dale just said, let's just say me and Dale Griggs. Dale is a lady, Chris, and she's massaging me. And I turn over and that little towel, and I just moved the towel and said, keep going. So And Dale said,
let me say this. Let me say this.
Okay.
Right? And I don't even know this, and I'm just saying, do you think that dude, knowing that he has that much to lose, now he could be an idiot. You think 6 times that dude would put himself in a situation where that dude got millions of dollars and I'm not talking about Dana Stubblefield, because that was absolutely crazy what Dana Stubblefield did, or what Kellen Winslow Jr. did. Just knucklehead stuff. But you don't want to talk about Booger McFarland and how these dudes make mistakes. So I'm gonna leave that alone. So, yeah, exactly.
No, you can talk. No, it's okay.
So
keep going.
You really think that dude would put himself in a position like that?
Why? Okay. Explain to me why he wouldn't. Jeffrey Epstein put himself in that position. He had way more money than him.
Then. So you're saying he has a problem then?
Chris, you fly up. Chris, okay. Help me with this one. You live in Houston. Okay. You fly a girl all the way from Atlanta to do a massage for you. All these damn massage places in Houston and all these masseuses that I know.
No. Think about what you just said.
Yes.
Think about what you just said. Somebody got on that plane, right?
Yes. A masseuse.
To come do a massage.
Yes.
A masseuse.
Yes.
Got on a plane.
Yes.
To come do a massage.
Yes.
Okay.
Hold on. I know one of the best masseuses in Houston right now, Miss Joni. I know several players fly her all over the country to do theirs.
Okay.
I've never heard her tell me, I have never seen one of these players being sued. So just cause a woman get on a plane and come and do a massage don't mean she's trying to massage your little old thing. I'm just telling you that. You can go on with that theory.
Send me a picture.
Huh?
Send me a picture.
A Joni?
She better not look like Florence from the Jeffersons.
No, she don't look like Florence from the Jeffersons. She's beautiful.
Oh, okay.
But she's good at what.
I agree with you.
Just because a girl get on a plane. Now, hey, look, we're not convicting. I'm just talking about the story.
You are convicting. That's what you're doing.
No, I love Deshaun. I wouldn't dare, but
convicting in a low-key way.
But if he did this,
hold up. I'm not trying to. I like the boomer room. You don't like to talk to the boomer room. I like to talk to the boomer room.
You talk to him. You talk to them. You talk to them.
Said she knew what it was. Oh, this is the boomer room. These your fans. What you talking about? She knew what it was.
What she know what it was, Ken Gamble? What the hell she know?
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you. This is not my words. These aren't my words. It's the boomer room words.
Well, evidently he ain't got no game because she's suing his damn ass. Then Kenny Gamble.
You can sue any. Hatter. We should be suing you for the way you play golf. You can sue people for anything if you want to, Hatter. You know that. We can sue people for anything.
6 of them? 6 of them?
What does that mean?
Okay.
So let me ask you a question, because I got into this debate with somebody a while ago, and I got to be careful because I'm not trying to convict. I'm not saying I'm for or against.
No. Neither am I.
I always got to be careful.
Yeah.
But Bill Cosby, somebody said the only reason they came after Bill Cosby is because he tried to buy a network, and he wanted to change the type of medium, the type of programming that was put out there. And the minute he tried to put that in, that's when they went after him. And that case with that young lady,
I read that too.
Closed.
I read that too.
Sealed. And all of a sudden they double back and got it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you talk to certain people, they'll be like, it's character assassination, because they say like 50 women came out against Bill Cosby.
Okay.
If you talk to certain folks on the black side, they be like, they just doing that. Women just doing that. If you talk to other people, he got a problem. He deserves what he's getting. It shouldn't be X, Y, and Z. What I'm saying is, just because 6 people came out,
okay,
don't make him bad. Don't make him guilty.
No. We're not talking about guilt right here. I'm not talking about guilt. I'm just talking about
because of the number of people came out.
No, I'm not talking about guilt. I'm just saying his man might be a little pattern, got a little freaky in him. I'm talking about.
What about what happened in the Washington Redskins? We didn't take Daniel Snyder's franchise from him with that pattern of sexual assault and stuff they had going on with the Washington football.
Because nobody ever said Daniel Snyder was one of the culprits. It was the other people.
Wow.
Nobody said
Wow.
Daniel Snyder. Neither one of the girls said Daniel Snyder had anything to do with it. But he owned the team.
Let me see. Two words. Two words. Pay off. Okay, what are you saying? I'll keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay. No, Chris. Well, why don't Deshaun pay the women off then? If you was talking about
because
paid
that
off,
would be an admission of guilt. You just said. So let me ask you a question. So he flying 6 girls around. He got a rotation. Ain't he dating that girl that with
this was before that. That was before. They leave her out of it. No, leave her out of it. This was back.
What do you mean?
No, leave her out of it. He wasn't dating her then.
For context, can we get information for context?
He wasn't dating her then, Chris.
Okay, but that's good for the viewers to know because people like myself don't know that. She's dating a guy that was with the Spurs, so this was years ago then.
Yeah, this was years ago.
So now it's coming out.
Yes.
So what a logical thinker would think, and I know they probably gonna chop me up, is that, and you're right, Campbell, Robert Kraft got caught, he got off. But what a logical thinker would think that if it happened a while back, right? Somebody tried to, do what they need to try to get that bread. It didn't work out, right? And now all of a sudden, Busby then turned into, who's the lady that represent all the women? Gloria, whatever her name is.
Allred.
So Tony Busby then turned into Gloria Allred, and it's a great story. A, he's trying to run for mayor, and B, it's another good story because he's trying to get out of here. So it makes it look like he's trying to beat the law. That's what it looks like. The reason why, think about it. They brought a
Jimmy, excuse me, Chris, you can't beat the law. Hey,
finish. A black coach in here, they gave him all his money, and he one of the best cities in America, and he's still trying to leave. It looked like, ooh, that dude trying to run away from something. That's what it looked like.
You can't run away from these cases, man.
But that's what it looked like. I'm not saying what you can do. I'm saying what it looks like.
I don't understand. All I'm saying is, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there.
You act like you do, though, but keep going.
All I was saying is, I said I'm going by the information that they posted. Hold up, Chris. I know some nasty dudes, man. I know some dudes, excuse me, I'll put it like this. Not to say Deshaun Watson. I know some dudes that'll do this.
Okay.
So it's possible, and they some big freaks, and I know just because you're a good quarterback don't mean you got everything together, Chris. He might have problems in that area, Chris. And Deshaun, I apologize for this, but if you go Google it a little bit, he was dating this porn star before.
And
so
hold up, aren't you the same guy that told me? Hold up, I'm gonna do like you. Hold up. Aren't you the same guy that told me that the guy we talked about yesterday, follow me, Rick Wilmore, that forgave them loans at Morehouse, had a fill in the blank?
A former Playboy bunny.
Thank you very much. Okay, keep going. My bad. Go and finish.
That's different than a porn star, Chris.
So you saying a Playboy bunny? That's
a lot different. A big difference. At least he married her. Okay, he married her. He turned a hoe into a housewife. What? Oh. So excuse me, y'all. Hey, man. See, man. You know what, man? I'll be glad when Jimmy come back, man. Because you can have me talking crazy as hell, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. We might have to go to a break after that.
Robert Smith, the billionaire, and you gonna get mad at Deshaun Watson because
I didn't get mad. Listen.
Chop him up because of that.
I'm not gonna chop him up. I love Deshaun Watson.
Playboy bunny. Come on, man.
Listen to me. Guess what? I got 2 words for y'all, and I believe he is behind this. And then I don't believe it. Jack Easterby, the same guy I told y'all, because Chris, they told me that he be around here having people have surveillance cameras on people, have people surveilled, their players, have the players follow, and got video on all the players. But Chris, I'm just sitting there. Alfio said they not the same.
What's not the same?
I've been blessed enough to meet.
No, he said they are the same.
No, they're not. I'm saying they're not. Okay. I tell you what. Alfio,
You've been to the Playboy Bunny house.
Yes, I have. I have.
No.
Several times.
Yeah. Freak.
And I've been into the company of some porn stars before. Two different animals.
Oh, okay.
Now, Alfio, if you've been in the company of these two different kind of people, then it's okay. I understand. But it's two different animals, man. I'm just telling you. But hold on. Forget that part. All I'm saying is I know some nasty dudes that when they'll tell me, man, I take the thing off. Man, maybe I might be wrong, but maybe the Deshaun just like to do that kind of stuff, man.
So what I'm saying is, and I don't want to spend too much time on this.
Okay, yeah, let's go on something. Yeah.
What I'm saying is, you're saying that you don't think at any point he would have thought what he was doing was inappropriate or anything. You think it's
fun.
It's fun.
He did it.
He doesn't. You know what's funny? He doesn't. And maybe because Bill Cosby was America's dad, and it hurt us that the dude that has the most watched TV sitcom in the history of television was a freak. Okay, that's what I'm saying.
No, man, Kevin Lyles talking about his ex-sister-in-law is one of the porn stars I was with.
His ex-sister-in-law cousin.
Hey, man, something wrong with that boy, man. Something wrong with that, man. And guess what? Man. Hey, and guess what? And Tammy is our relationship expert. She our relationship coach. Chris, we got a relationship coach is watching us right now, Chris.
What this got to do with relationships?
You have to have a relationship. Whoa. Can I help you, Villanova? Villanova.
Tell Tammy.
Villanova.
We're not cutting grass. We painting houses right now.
Hey, Villanova. Help me, Villanova. Relationships. Chris, you and I, everybody have relationships. Even the relationship. Okay, then. So let's not go there.
But we're not talking about relationships, right? I mean, I know she's a sponsor. We're not talking about relationships right now. We're talking about something else.
Hey, man.
Hey, this ain't got to do with relationships we're talking about right now. This is other stuff.
I got something for y'all, man.
This deviant behavior.
Okay. Well, we're going to take a good break. We're going to take a break because Chris, I'm praying for this guy. I know it's some dudes out there. The reason I'm even saying this, I know some dudes out here that do the exact same thing, and they ain't got a quarter of the money this boy got. So what I learned a long time ago, I told my son the other day, when he got into the little situation with the guy, I said, let me tell you something, Robert. I said, it's two things that magnify what you are. Okay? If you were a thief, if you was a hoe, if you was whatever you was, before you had some money, when you get a whole lot of money, it's going to magnify whatever you were. And it's another element that magnifies whatever you are. When y'all get to drinking too much of that liquor, it's going to magnify everything you are. And so I'm just telling you. So Deshaun Watson might have just been, hold on. It was cool at Clemson. It was cool in high school. Now, I probably got away with that. But now I got a lot of money. It magnifies. That's all. It can happen. That's all I'm saying. It can happen, Chris. I'm not saying it did happen. This kind of stuff can happen.
And we don't know if it did.
I just said did. I don't know, but I'm a guy that got a vivid imagination, Chris.
Oh,
Chris.
You got a vivid. Oh, you got one, all right. But keep going though,
Chris. And Chris, cause Chris, one of my favorite things. It said, to whom? Wait, what it say? Wait a minute.
Much is given, much is
no, not that one.
Much is required.
Unto him who can do exceedingly and abundantly more than you can ask or think. I know I got a hell of a vision. So Chris, this guy, I'm praying for him because I called around the league today before I got on the show. Chris.
Okay.
Chris, if these girls can be found true, and those text messages, they say they're text messages that he's apologizing about, he can be in trouble. That's all I'm saying.
Was he apologized for what he did?
Yeah, apologizing for what he did. So I don't know. I don't know. I just hope this kid and hold up. And this is what I'm thinking. Long as if he was with the Texans kept it under wraps. Soon as he got, because they was about to trade him in the next couple of weeks. I already know that was happening. They finally, at first they were defiant, talking about we're not going to trade him. They ain't said that in 3 weeks. So I know they was about to trade him. But it's just a unique situation, man. And I hope the young Crystal must not have been on the show earlier. Crystal, no police report because the girls didn't file. Just because you didn't file, huh?
Civil suit, right? They try to get that bread.
Yes, a civil suit. Just because you can file a civil suit, Crystal, without filing a criminal suit. And y'all, guess what? I'm going to give y'all a commercial this morning. I talked this over with Troy Prady this morning of Cox Prady Law Firm. And if you got any questions about this, you can call him. You're going to have his information and all that soon. I'm going to put it up on the screen. But Chris, we're going to take a quick break. But I got a topic that you
leave Deshaun Watson alone, man.
Okay, yeah, leave him alone. Free to Deshaun Watson. And do me a favor, y'all. Right now, while we're on break, I want y'all to do 3 things for me. I want you to share, I want you to tag, I want you to text, and I want you to subscribe to all the Chop Shop social media. While we on this break, tell your friends, tell a friend, tell another friend, share this show, share, text, tag, and subscribe. Okay? Chop Shop, we will be back in a minute.
Everyone, Tammy Allen here, your relationship coach. Tell me, do you and your partner feel like you're struggling to communicate and have begun living like roommates? No need to worry. I can teach you new, healthy communication skills to improve your relationship. I provide coaching via teleconferencing from the convenience of any location, including your own home. Call me today to schedule your first appointment at 713-597-4499. Or you can find more information at my website, www.allencounselinggroup.com. I look forward to working with you.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks. But today, we got the man. Chris Walker is in the building. And Chris, and before I went off, y'all, I told y'all I have people that check me, that critique me. They said, Robert, do you want us to do 3 or 4 things? And I just said, I said 3, but I meant 4. I want you to share, I want you to tag, I want you to text, and I want you to subscribe. I just added another one. But guess that my people be checking me. I just added another one. At first, I just thought about 3, and then I said subscribe. And Chris, it's very important. And some people subscribed yesterday. Whoever you are, y'all know who y'all. I appreciate it. But Chris, I got something for you, baby.
Okay.
I want to share with you. I saw an article, and the article was named "The Frustrations by Conditions in Indianapolis. Players renew their call for more on the eve of the NCAA tournament." Written by Gary Parrish. And I'm going to
My
share a
coworker.
little bit.
I've been in the studio with him today, Coach.
Oh, that's right. And Crystal, y'all, before I go into this, this thing, Crystal asked me something. Yes, Crystal, I did get your text, and I'm gonna ask everybody about that later, Crystal. I'm gonna but I did get your email and your text, and I already called a guy. I already called a guy already. Okay, so we're gonna make it happen. But Chris, let me paint a picture for the people here. If first impressions are indeed the most important, the initial meal for the NCAA tournament team should have been splendid. I'm talking about St. Elmo delivered to everybody's room. Sizzling fillets, loaded baked potatoes, mac and cheese, roasted asparagus, shrimp cocktail, the works. Make it awesome. Make it memorable. Perhaps then the players would have been happy. Instead, they had boxed lunches or fast food. You finna get $100 million for this broadcast. All of these players in there risking everything to come to play, and you don't feed them good. This your first. This the pandemic NCAA tournament that this guy here, Chris Walker, he is going to be calling. He's going to be in the studio. He's going to be talking about this thing, and he going to be getting paid. All them other guys going to get paid. I know you're going to be mad. Yes, I'm talking about you. And no, but
listen, man.
No, but Chris Walker.
What's your point? Now, Hatter, you remember in the league with 3 letters, not the NCAA, in the league with 3 letters down there in Orlando, were they getting filet mignon? Were they getting what you just said, St. Elmo's? They were not. They were complaining too. And they couldn't bring their own food in there. And we're talking about dudes who got millions of dollars.
I'm finna use something for you. Chris, thank you for bringing it up. I cannot believe you fell into that. Chris Walker.
Because I got somewhere I'm going with
Chris Walker, I can't believe you said that. Chris, well, if they saw that, if the NCAA saw how that was a problem, if you see somebody jump off a bridge, don't you go jump off the same damn bridge, NCAA.
First of all, here's the deal. Because I read that piece, and I know some people that commented on it, and so people take this 2 different ways. Some people say, really? Like last year, you didn't have an NCAA tournament, right? This year, you actually have one because it takes a whole lot to make this thing come off. Trust me. The quarantines, they got to get tested every day. The amount of money that it takes to test them every day, they're not going to have fans. They're going to miss out on revenue. There's not going to be a convention. There's a lot of money being lost by them pulling this off. Trust me when I tell you that. It's not all. I'm just telling you. I'm giving the other side. I'm pro player now. Don't get me wrong. But if you think for 2 seconds, Hatter, that 68 teams, let's use for safe math, 10 players each, 680 players that they're gonna have 680 T-bones in there. They're gonna have 680 baked potatoes. They're gonna have 608 shrimp scampies. You have lost your mind.
I ain't lost my mind. You don't give them nothing else. You don't give them nothing else. At least you could have gave them a good meal. If you're trying to get some, if you go, Jim. Hold up. What the girl said, if you think you just can't come over here, man, and just sit on my damn couch. You're gonna have to take me to dinner and give me some. You're gonna have to take me to dinner to get some.
Bro, do you know the NCAA flies them there, houses them? You know they don't pay. The schools don't pay for any of this. You know that, right? Schools don't pay for any of this.
I don't care what they do.
People say that the NCAA makes
first
billions.
meal, Chris.
Betting, there's betting. There's billions off betting on the NCAA tournament.
Chris, betting on it. Chris, the first meal could have been better. I called my young fella up there. I texted him. This is what I texted. See, you running. You can say all you want about that mess you talking about. And
let me ask you a question. So when you work, everybody here, I'm sure somebody works in corporate America. They may have the best job in the world.
Yeah.
When they go and if the job is providing meals for you, now when you want to go eat lunch on your own, you're gonna go to Papa Do's. Okay? You want to eat what you want to eat. But if the job is providing it, you may want Starbucks coffee. But when you go in there and the coffee is free, it's gonna be whatever it takes, whatever they gotta give you.
Chris,
you know that, Hatter.
Chris.
So the fact that you guys expect them, come on, man, you being
ridiculous right now. All I said, how's the food up there? Ken Gamble said something on the feed. So I called my young fella, how's the food up here? Somebody just said y'all have bad food. The young fella said it's terrible.
So all of a sudden, well, my steak's not cooked right. Because I'm telling you what you're gonna fall into. Well, I like my steak this way. Well, I like my salmon this way. It's going to be chaos. If you do,
I don't care about the chaos.
Man,
you don't get a dude no bologna sandwich,
dudes,
Chris.
They're gonna feed those dudes the same way if those teams, think about it. Hatter, do you understand that they have to give them their food like a prison? They have to slide it under the door. Like it has to be bagged up. They can't do all that stuff you want. You can't eat fine. Listen,
they've been knowing about this for.
Can I finish?
Oh, the hell. Whoa.
I know all the spots you like to go to.
Chris.
You didn't take me to a few of them.
Chris.
You're taking me to a few of them. You can't serve that food like that.
Yes, you can. That? Yes, you can.
Because see, you used to a certain type of cuisine. See, them shop people think you're a regular dude. They don't really know Robert Silverstone Hatter.
Chris.
They don't know Silver Spoon Hatter.
Chris. Hold on, Chris.
Please.
All I'm saying, the first dinner, Chris. That's all I'm saying. Chris, bruh, if you're going to screw me, at least take me to somewhere. If you're going to just bend me over, please take me somewhere. Don't just do me like that,
Hatter,
Chris.
Just Hatter. You're dreaming.
That's all right. That's all right. I got help. Hold up. I never thought I'd say this, but I got help. I got help just came on the screen. I got help.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I got help just came on the screen. That's all right. Hold up, I'm finna pop him in. Y'all got to believe. I never thought I need his help, but boy, I got something for your ass. You hold on just a second. When I hit this button, you gonna see. Hold on. Hey, look who I got. I got my own boy in here right now.
Chris Cowgirl, what's going down, baby? Chris Cow.
Listen. Listen. I'm not. You're gonna be a Cowgirl fan soon because unless your quarterback can stay away from massage parlors, y'all ain't gonna have no football team.
Who? Taylor? That's our quarterback, Taylor.
Tyrod Taylor. He don't go out.
That bum.
No.
That bum.
Chris, you don't supposed to do that. Chris.
That bum.
Hey, Jimmy. Hold up. I called Booger McFarland a has-been, and I apologize for it. This man come up being called Tyrod Taylor a bum. A great young man.
Listen, we talking about football. We're not talking about your personality off the floor. Because if we could talk about that, then we could talk about Deshaun Watson and what's going on with him right now. That's all I'm saying.
That's just allegations, Chris. Allegations.
Hey, you heard a third lawsuit has been filed.
Chris, Jimmy.
A third lawsuit has been filed.
Jimmy, forget the lawsuits. They said they got text messages, Jimmy. He apologized.
Yes.
And it's
we'll
6
see.
more.
We'll see how it plays out.
Jimmy, it's
We'll
3
see
more
how-
girls finna come.
Well, here's the thing, and with this situation, none of us know the facts, but at the same time, if you're gonna take that stance and you're gonna say, "Hey, man, they messing over Deshaun," yes, this is the art of war. Basically, Deshaun Watson, he pulled, and understand. Guess what? I have no problem with Deshaun Watson wanting to go, but this is what comes with it when you do this against what they call the establishment. This is not the NBA. This is the NFL. And these owners already are pissed because of the fact that you have so many athletes now in this new culture are trying to push against the norm. They're going and they're trying. Remember, only Peyton Manning, what his dad named Archie Manning, was allowed to do something like this. Only what's the Dan Elway was allowed
Elway.
to do, huh?
John Elway.
John Elway was allowed to do something like this against the establishment. Black quarterbacks, we understand, we have an all-time high who are starting in the NFL and during this era right now. There's never been this many as starting quarterbacks in the NFL. People don't like that because the quarterback in the NFL is the guy that's often the most visible. So now Deshaun Watson is coming, and understand, he played good old boy for these and kept his mouth shut. Shut up and hike the ball. Shut up and pass the ball for years. And people in Houston saw what was going on and knew that Deshaun, like people started to wonder, is Deshaun really like that? Well, he went to school in South Carolina, so he right. No, Deshaun ain't like that. Deshaun, he down to earth. But at the same time, he was waiting to get to that second contract. And that's how a lot of guys do. How do you understand? You explained that many times. When a guy get to that bag, that real bag, then you see the real them. They start to express themselves a little more openly. Deshaun hadn't got to that real bag yet. That's why he couldn't say much when D-Hop they ran him out of there. They couldn't say much when D-Hop walking through there with Malcolm X shirts on in the locker room, and people wanted him to side with him. Couldn't do it.
Let me help the Panther Network right quick. Let me just help him a little bit. Panther Network, it's possible. It's not a criminal case. The girls didn't file a criminal charge against them. They filed a civil charge. It's possible. They didn't go to the police, so the police don't have a police report, so they can't go to the district attorney. That's not the issue. The issue is it's a civil suit. It's a person against person. And civil suits are much easier to win because in a criminal suit, you got to prove so much. So all this got to do.
Oh, so you got to prove innocence.
Yeah, you got to prove innocence. So
you got to prove that he actually did something.
Yeah, in this case, they usually a monetary sum is warranted.
It's agreed upon.
Yeah, it's agreed upon. Punitive damages and all that kind of stuff. So that's why the girls didn't go. I mean, and like I was saying earlier when Jimmy wasn't here, from what I see, Jimmy, because like I said, I know some guys personally that tell me, man, I take that towel off so she can see that thing. I take that towel off, so she can. When she turned me over, I just move the towel so she can see that thing. I mean, I know some dudes like that.
So you know what that mean? What you know what that mean? That's what that. Break that down. If for all the guys that feel that way within the confines of themselves, not publicly, they keep it to yourself. But for those of you who do, know what you're saying? That means you acknowledging that you too, it's that easy to commit what he's accused
it's easy to commit.
That's it. He ain't accused of taking her cookies.
No,
he ain't accused of being a cook. Now he might be a cookie monster, but he ain't eat her cookies.
But Jimmy, Jimmy, what I don't understand is, y'all help me, Chris. I know Chris don't like this. I just think he ain't got no game, cause.
Stop it.
I'm just Chris. Chris. I know women. I'm a womanologist. That's two steps higher than a gynecologist. I'm a womanologist. So I know women. Yeah. So Chris, ain't nowhere in the world. Chris, this is a millionaire. You fly a girl all the way here. You come wherever they was at. and you think she gonna see your little private and gonna want something. All you had to do, dude, baby, I'm not gonna pay you for the massage. Hold on.
So we don't indict women on this show.
I'm not indicting the guy. I'm telling you,
had Women
Chris,
Rock
Chris,
Wednesday yesterday.
Chris,
Because we had Women Rock Wednesday yesterday,
Chris.
right? And for you and Jimmy Noel, because see, we from Rosewood, Hatter. You from Memphis. You ain't from the H. Okay, let me put it up there for you.
You wouldn't survive in Memphis. You wouldn't survive in Memphis, but keep on.
You don't know how it going down in the dirty days. Okay, but let me just tell you something. You know better, and I've been around you. There ain't no way that you know that somebody's putting people on a plane and possibly something hasn't gone down before.
Chris, I bet you $100 to a bucket of doo-doo. I know dudes fly girls everywhere and hope to get something and wind up with nothing. I done seen that a million times. Hold up, Chris. Put them up in a suite. The suite, hold up. I know some guys that flew up from to Vegas and put them up in a suite.
I know them same dudes.
Chris, hey Jimmy, I'm about to text you.
You saying they don't have game, and this ain't got nothing to do with game. This ain't got nothing to do with game, because my thing is, and I'm not trying to indict women. You got to understand this. Everybody's got to be held accountable for their choices. The same way we're telling Deshaun Watson he needs to be accountable for his choices because he put himself in a situation. Whether he did anything or not, he put himself in a situation. If it was good for the goose, should be good for the gander. Chris, put yourself in a situation.
Chris, I understand
so now you gotta let the law decide.
But I understand. We're not talking about that. I'm just saying, Chris, I don't find it hard to believe. This situation here, I don't find it hard to believe. This situation here, that when that man got that bread, soon as he got that bread, now the silver suit looks a lot better.
So what you saying? So you making my point for me then, Jim?
Yes, I'm not disagreeing with you.
He got the bread, but I'm saying if he did wrong, bread or no bread. He still had more bread than they got.
I got you.
$1 million or 20. He still got more than they got.
But guess what, Chris? Tony Busby knew. He's a smart man. We ain't gonna hit him right now. Wait till the Texans sign him with that deal. We ain't gonna hit him right now. Come on, man. If you after money, you want the money. He was on a rookie.
I don't want to demean the women like that to say that that's what they were doing. And what I'm saying is, it's
wait a minute. Don't demean. Okay, excuse me. You're not demeaning the women because the women had a choice to go and say, "Hold up, he violated me." They could have came out public immediately. He violated me,
but they didn't though.
Okay, so you saying I'm not damning Deshaun or the women. I'm just saying. Go on, Brent. Come on, Jim.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna add some. Inject some humor into this.
Please.
By Deshaun Watson being a star in the very same state, whereas one of the nation's most visible senators, one of the most resides and was voted back in the office from, right? But Deshaun Watson can make this go away. If that other guy's boss, the former president, can make 21 of those cases, these things go away. All Deshaun Watson has to do is go and pledge his allegiance to their flag for a couple of months. And it'll go, trust me, they know how to make it go away. If dude can make go away, they can make these go away.
It can go away.
So now the thing is, this in Houston, for those of y'all that are out of town, they mentioned attorney Tony Busby. He's going opposite Rusty Hardin. I'm going to tell you what this is the equivalent of. These two attorneys opposite each other is the equivalent of having the NBA Finals this year with Kevin Durant opposite LeBron James. That's what this is the equivalent of in attorneys in Houston.
Busby that big?
Yeah. In civil courts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is his. See, in other words, I'm telling you what. This is Floyd Mayweather versus what's his name? McGregor. This is Conor McGregor, and we know. And we know. Hold on one second.
That's all right. Go.
I don't know what
You
that
mean
is.
this Tony Busby? I'm looking on this picture with Rick Perry and Donald Trump. That Tony Busby?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold up. The same Tony. Hold up. Guess what? Tony Busby got another
Tony
friend
Busby
that's.
right there. Can y'all see that right there?
Hey,
On the screen?
hey.
That Tony Busby?
Yeah. Oh, he got another friend, Chris, that's right next to you on this show. He been, hey,
Oh,
I got
no, he don't.
Jim Hicks. Jimmy brought him on the show before. I got a picture.
No, Jimmy.
I'm finna post the picture up in a minute.
We both had Tony Busby on the Chop Shop when he was first doing his campaign. And guess what? Because Tony Busby, Tony Busby was injecting advertising dollars into the black community in
He
black
didn't give us
radio
none.
at the time.
So was Donald Sterling. What you talking about?
No. I'm just saying. And guess what? In media, you give both of them an opportunity to advertise.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
Yeah.
We went down to the.
We gave him a shot, though.
And let the sitting mayor know, and he made a pledge to do so, but he never bought the advertising space. This guy did, and remember, and that was, of course, one of our avid viewers and listeners is the one who was on Tony Busby's in his camp, and and spearheaded them over through 102.5 FM, and that's how that happened. Tony Busby. I mean, I'm
trying to find that picture, Jim.
Even doing so, it was just one of those things where you just watching the paint dry, go through the motions, get him in. It wasn't an endorsement by no means.
No. Yeah, I'm just messing with y'all.
Yeah. So, but at the same time, this thing right here.
But Jimmy got some Republican in him, though. We got Republican in him.
Yes.
We got to keep it 100 now.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. You need to help me find it. Help me find it. Hey, help me find it. I need some.
He's wearing that red today, Hatter. It's just amazing.
Yeah, but you know one thing I want to add to what you had said earlier about, and we got our guests coming up soon. We got some breaking news for you guys. This is gonna be a really fun conversation. Check this out about civil suits. The thing is about these civil suits is they all get to do depositions. And those depositions can be held if you go to court. That's the trick. So that's why they end so much in settlements. Because, in other words, it's like if you don't want all your business out there, because you don't know what the judge will admit or not admit into it, but it's still in that deposition. Now, during the deposition, your attorney gets to be there in the room while the deposition is taking place. It's basically an interview, a conversation. And they record it. It's you have to do the oath before. It's official testimony. That's basically what a deposition is, but it's for the civil case. So that means if they ask you questions about infidelity, about he's not married, but about your activities, then that could be admitted and used against you if you are ever charged in a criminal case. It's like the ultimate setup. Most people don't want to go through that unless you're living a very clean life. What it appears to be, we don't hang out with Deshaun Watson, young fella, but at the same time, it appears just from the surface, because Deshaun Watson ain't saying, I don't know these girls, I never met these girls. He's saying, I always treated them with the utmost respect. That means you've been in the after hours with these girls.
He said they gave me a service and I paid them.
I want to see their license, but I'm gonna let y'all go on that.
I know where you're going. You know what, man? I can't.
I want to see the massage license.
Yeah. Man, it's crazy. This crazy.
So, Chris,
hey guys,
as we
get run, man. I'm on the tube tonight.
Okay.
All night.
What game you doing tonight, Chris? What game you doing?
No, he's studio now.
No game. Straight studio all night tonight.
Studio.
First show is 7, and the next show I think is at 11. So we on talking about March Madness all night. So I got to sign off and got to go to the studio, man. But always love it on the Chop Shop. I'll catch you guys later. Rick Wilmore, leave me alone. Melvin Dudes, leave me alone. And tell Jeremy to stop talking about my little hats. I got to go. I'll holler at y'all later. Jerry,
that is, of course, Chris Walker. We go to a quick commercial break. Come right back. We got breaking news. A star high school player, another one, is going to announce his college decision live on the Chop Shop. Guess what? This is one of the best platforms in the country. You can get this live. Mama, daddy, grandmama, cousin, Theo, your people over in the motherland. Everybody get to watch you at the same time. Also, the possible school where you're going to, they get to watch. Your student, your classmates, they get to watch. Everybody get to shower love on you, and we're gonna shower love on this young man as well when he comes back on the Chop Shop. You guys hang right there for this surprise breaking moment.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks, coming to you live from Houston, Texas, but we're broadcasting all over the world. I see Atlanta in the building. I see Memphis in the building. I see where's Germany in the building. Chicago's in the building. But Jimmy, before we introduce our guest, Jimmy, I got something I want to show y'all. Check this out, y'all. Jimmy, that's enough. I'll save a little bit. I'll save a little more. I got a minute and 30 seconds of all of that, y'all. I'll save a little. But Jimmy, he's in the building. He's in the green room. Let's, customary, you do this thing. What's going on, man? Tell us what's happening.
Oh, man. And we've had a few young men to announce their college decision live on the Chop Shop. And from what I understand, I've always went back and asked them, how did it feel afterwards? Did they, and they all said they were extremely pleased, and they were surprised how easy and that it was that they could also not only get their family members to share the moment, but people from out of town, friends, classmates, as I mentioned earlier. Well, in this situation, we have yet another one, and this young man is one of the top 12th graders in the state of Texas. He's one of the, and that means without saying, he's definitely one of the very top in the greater Houston area. He has, he starred at Lamar High School last year to go and try and take his talents over and seek, of course, to play against a little bit better company. He never knew what was going on during the immersion into the pandemic. If schools were going to play, as far as the public schools or not, they want to have a state tournament or not. So with all that uncertainty, he wanted to play ball and received a lot of scrutiny for going and enrolling at Legacy, the School of Sports Sciences. And in doing so, they comprise what was on the smaller scale of things for Greater Houston, somewhat of a super team. So this was like a super team that was formed, and now they went around the country. They played here and there, and he got a chance in the seek of probably increasing his stock. Well, he has went through the motions and decided He's not going to wait another day. He's not going to gamble on his future of being able to go to a school where he's comfortable, where he would be happy. And of course, there's a lot of other things that we get into and may go into and may factor into play. But we have with us Sir Isaac Heron. He's from the Legacy, the School of Sports Science. He's with us right now. What's going on, sir? How about that, Hella? Hella, say his name.
Huh?
Say, there you go. Say so obliged to a teenager. There you go, grown. Should be backwards, huh?
Hey, that's curious though, Sir Isaac. How did that name come about?
It was a mixture of my grandma and my grandfather.
Okay.
You know, so like everyone knows, the sir is a big sign of respect.
Yeah.
And so my grandfather, he was in the military, and you know, he was big on that. So everyone that, you know, that I met, he wanted them to call me sir.
Yeah.
And so my grandma, she sort of came up with the Isaac, and they put that together, and Sir Isaac. So you know, that's how I got my name, man.
I never knew that. I love that. That's why I had to ask. Yeah. I couldn't, since Jimmy put it out there, I had to ask. But Jimmy, this young man got a special announcement, and I want to thank you, Sir Isaac, for allowing the Chop Shop to be your platform to announce.
Man, I appreciate you guys for having me.
Yeah, and I've been talking. Let me tell you, it's been about, I don't know how many years, might be 3 years. Kurt Baker called me about 3 years ago. Man, you got to see my boy. Yeah, you got to see my boy. Jimmy, I don't like the way Jimmy got him right. You got to go check him out yourself. So
Sir didn't either.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said Sir didn't either. He didn't like what he was right either.
So, sir, I went to Jimmy. I said, Jimmy, why you doing Bird like that? Why you? Because I hadn't seen you play yet. And Jimmy told me how to do me a favor. You go and see him play. Then I finally got a chance to see you play. Then I went back, Jimmy. Yeah, he's better. He's better. And then guess what? I don't know if you noticed, your stuff start rising. Your play got better. It seemed like you had mental telepathy. You know I was coming to watch, and you know this would happen. So, but man, I'm just so proud of the progress you came, and I am glad that you went to Legacy, the School of Sports and Sciences. You had to take, let me tell you something. You got a chance to play with and every day with those guys. It seemed like, and you helped me with this, y'all formed a bond. I saw a lot of stuff where y'all always together and did something. Even if everything didn't go y'all way, you got some brothers for life on that team at Legacy. So you can talk about that if you want to.
Right. It most definitely is a brotherhood and still is to this day. You know, the battles that we've been through throughout the course of the season, it just made us closer. Okay. You know, throughout all the adversity that we've been through, from facing top teams in the nation to, you know, just every day seeing each other, you know, and having to get along with all those different types of personalities. Right. And so I feel like that time together really just brought us closer and made us brothers. And so, you know, I can call any one of them, and they're like a brother to me, you know, still to this day. 10 years from later, you know, from now, they're still like a brother. So it most definitely created that bond for every single one of us.
Help me out with this. We got young guys out here probably in your situation. Right. Gonna be in your situation and have to make a choice like that. Some guys might want to, because I think Legacy is a great place to be. Great coaching, great leadership. Could you do me a favor? I would love for you to tell the next generation. We got some guys might want to. I mean, not saying that they don't want to do it, but give them something that'll help them say, "Hey, man, I was at Lamar. It was okay, but when I went here, tell us the difference. Tell us, you know, help us out a little bit."
Right. Mm-hmm. So my biggest thing is, no matter where you are, there you are. And so it doesn't really matter where you're at. It's you that's gonna be there, ultimately. So, you know, if you have a drive to get better every day from a self point of view, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like yourself, if you're in the gym every day and you want to get better and you want to play the best competition, by all means, look for better. You know what I mean? But no matter where you are, there you are. So if it's on you and you have to make that decision, just know yourself, know your work ethic, and if all that checks out, then going higher and playing at a higher level, that's the place for you. So
I like that.
That's how I would express it to the younger guys.
Okay, Jimbo, what you got?
Right. And so that's how you express the young guys. Who were some of your, or who are some of your inspirations or your motivators throughout your first this chapter of your life?
Man, I'm gonna have to say my parents, man.
Right.
People don't really know the behind the scenes of it.
Right.
But I wasn't always at Lamar. You know, my freshman year, I was actually enrolled in Katie Taylor. And so I was enrolled in Katie Taylor, and no one knew me. It was before the season. But as everyone knows in Houston, Harvey happened. And so Harvey happened.
You blacked out on me, Sir Isaac. Go out and come back in like we said. Go out and come back in. Yeah, go out and come back in. Because we can't hear you. Go out and come back in like I do. Yeah.
You can toss to a quick break real quick.
No, Jimmy, we can just talk. He's coming right back in.
No, I'm saying we'll let him know. Give him time.
He already know. I prepared him this was going to happen because he's on his cell phone. So he knows to come back in. He's coming back in now.
But his need is do not disturb on because they're blowing him up. That's what's happening right now.
I told him that too. I'll text him.
So his phone keep buzzing.
Okay. Sir Isaac, wait. I should have. You're right, Jimmy. Sir Isaac, don't forget the do not disturb button.
Gotcha.
You know? Thank you, Jimmy. I'm glad you realized that, Jimmy. Make sure you put that because if somebody try to call you, it'll take you off the screen.
Okay.
You got it?
Right now. Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So.
Now, Sir Isaac, let me tell you something. How old are you right now?
I'm 18. I turned 18 January 26th.
Okay. 18 years old. So let me tell you, 18 years old. I'm listening to you talk a little bit.
He cool as a fan.
You got some of that old school after 9 o'clock at night DJ in your voice. We used to call it the quiet storm back in the day. You know, that back in my days, you know, you guys you don't even have CDs no more. You got digital music. We had cassette tapes back then. I would get one, put it in, and they would read the words off and quote a line off of one of the songs, you know, and that would win me. That's how I win. So you and your voice right now. What if it wasn't for basketball? What would Sir Isaac be? Just tell us what do you take basketball out the equation? Because it don't say DJ. I know you're gonna say something else, but what would you be? I'm just curious.
Oh,
is he there?
It didn't happen again, Jimmy. It didn't happen again. Go back out, come back. It didn't happen again.
Let's go take a quick break. We come right back with Sir Isaac, man.
All right.
And we get Sir Isaac. Hey, and you guys queue up your questions that you may have for this young man and this special day. He's coming back. He's going to announce his college of choice. We're live on the Chop Shop when he come back. We get it out the way first and foremost. Just a second.
Welcome back to the best 120 minutes of your day. The Chop Shop, the nation's #1 urban sports talk show, and also your midday sports happy hour. Yours truly, Robert Hatter, alongside Jim Hicks and Sir Isaac Heron is in the building. And Jimmy was asking about this quiet storm before we had the break. Isaac, you're gone. So go and talk, Sir Isaac, right now, because you're on your own good. What do you think? Jimmy talking about your voice. What's up with the voice? The cool voice, the Marco Spoon type voice.
It's not forced, man. It's just how I am, you know. And sometimes it interferes on the court because I am so chill and laid back, and I gotta have that something about me, you know what I mean? That dog about me, and so it kind of interfere with that, trying to turn it on and turn it off when I get on and off the court. But that's just how I am, you know, day to day, where no matter where I am, you know, that's just how I am. That's my personality. So
What's good, Jimbo? What else you got for me?
And of course,
just cool.
You today,
but Jimmy, I want one quick thing. Why they call you Slim? You don't look slim in the video. Why the hell they call you Slim?
Man, I'm a hard gainer, so I'll probably put on a pound or two.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'll probably put on a couple pounds. I'm getting there. Yeah, slowly but surely, I'm getting there.
I'm sorry, Jim.
And of course, now during the recruitment, you know, I know this is sometimes often a stressful time for a lot of young men because you're fortunate and you only go through it. Well, most only go through it one time. Nowadays, there's a trend where due to the transfer portal, a lot of people experience it a second time. Well, you picked March the 18th as the day to make your decision a while back. Tell us why March the 18th? I mean, it's a Thursday. Why not Friday? Why not St. Patrick's Day? Why not? I mean, why March the 18th? And tell us what inspired it.
And the reason why this day means so much to me, it's my mom's birthday. March 18th is my mom's birthday. And so it was probably a year back. I was like,
I got to get that for mom. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Yeah. If I'm able to do it, I'm going to do it like that. You know, no matter what happened, no matter the circumstance, I stood on that. And that was my word for myself. I didn't give it to anyone. My mom didn't even know until probably like a month before I committed. And it got out because, you know, I was just like, this is what I'm going to do. But she didn't know. And so that's really why, you know, it means so much to me to commit on this day and to do it how I did, because that's her birthday. And so, you know, I can't even fathom how much she did for me, and I can't compare, you know, to give back to her. But in a way, this is how I can, you know. So
awesome, man.
That's why.
Come on, man, you're bringing tears to my eyes, man. Stop that.
Go on and give her a shout out and tell us your mom's name.
Christian Coleman.
And give you as a present, did you buy her a gift today? Did you get her something?
We got something planned, but I most definitely did.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, how about this? How about this? How about as a pre-gift? How about you give you a chance to wish your mom a happy birthday, right? And in doing so, give her the gift of letting her know where you're going to attend college at.
Yeah, let's do it like that. Let's do it like that. First of all, this for mom's birthday. Hold on. Tell her.
Don't you can't play that for mama.
Yes, I can. I'll celebrate mama, man. Mama's the best thing in the world.
No,
Mama's the best thing in the world, baby.
That's twerking music. You can't put that on. That's the Sean Watson music right there. You can't put that on for mama.
Hey, Sir Isaac, don't pay attention here. What? So yeah, that's a good idea, Jimmy. You can go do that. You can do that now. Let's do it.
All right. So I plan on committing to Oral Roberts University, and I am committed to Oral Roberts University.
Wow. Happy birthday, mama.
Yeah. Yeah.
War Rob. Paul Mills.
Paul Mills strikes again.
Strikes again. They're in the NCAA
Oh.
tournament.
Yep.
Who they play first? Who they play?
Ohio.
Oh, they gonna play that. Ohio University or Ohio State?
Ohio State.
Ohio State. Okay. All right. That's good, man. I'm proud of you. You can, Paul. So tell Jimmy. Tell us about that recruit, because I ain't heard nothing about it. Herb ain't told me nothing. I mean, you kept it under wraps, because I haven't heard nothing about it.
Right.
Great job, man. Paul Mills, man.
Appreciate
So
that.
what did he say to you? When you called him and said, "Man, okay, man, I'm gonna commit to you," what did he say? Because he can't, he's a little different. What did he say?
Man, the person that was recruiting me, I called him first. So
Okay.
Coach Russell Freeman, I called him.
Oh.
And I said, Coach, I'm coming. I'm committing to you guys.
Okay.
And he was ecstatic. He was super excited.
Right.
He was like, man, you made my week. Just to get that feeling from coaches, just that feeling of them being genuine and actually wanting me to come to the school, and that excitement, he couldn't hold it. It wasn't like a nonchalant. It was like, man, we really want you. And so, I called him and he was excited. And then probably 2 days later, because they're in the tournament and they're busy.
Yeah.
And so I was glad that they made time for that, and we got on the call and everything, and we talked, and they couldn't stop smiling.
That's good, man.
Coach Mills' smile was from ear to ear. So
right. So I know you're gonna go up there. I mean, I just can imagine you going. And by the way, and I talked to Herb about it too. But I got some great friends up there in Tulsa, and they, believe you me, I'm gonna make sure they look out for you. In case sometimes you want to get away from campus. Sometimes you want to do something, and they some great people, great family. I'm gonna make sure you hook up with them when you go. Okay. All right. You got my number. Lock it in. Jimmy, what else you got, Jimmy? What do you think about you the basketball guru? What you think about it? What you think?
Well, I think it's a fantastic opportunity because of the fact that number one, a lot of schools have are at liberty to bring back and retain all of the players they wish to bring back, right? So you have to think of a situation, and sometimes I know certain kids, they're thinking about the most grand name. They're thinking about the biggest budget school they can go to. And it's like you want to hurry up to wait to get an opportunity to play. You want to hurry up to get to a school, hurry up and commit to a school, hurry up. In this situation, it's a mid-level school that made the big dance. They have a head coach from Houston.
Right.
MacArthur High School, Paul Mills. You guys get to know.
Right.
So you have a coach that not only is he from Houston, he has proven that he can recruit this city. Not even to say the state of Texas, but he's recruiting his city. Proof is, remember, he got Kevin O'Banner, who scored 30 points one time this game earlier this season. He played for the Texas Pro. All right. He got DJ Weaver last year.
Yes.
DJ Weaver is there, right? Yes. This past season, he got Nate Clover, who played alongside Junior Lofton at Port Arthur Memorial.
That's right.
So this is the 4th year in a row that Paul Mills has been there. He's landed a Houston player every single year. And we're talking about players. Each one of those guys has size to them. What Sir Isaac does for Oral Roberts, he becomes a player immediately. Out the gate, he will have an opportunity to log 22 minutes a game.
Yes.
An opportunity. Here's the squad. Immediately, he can face the basket. He's more comfortable facing the basket. He can stretch the defenses. He can work great in a high-low set. And then now it takes pressure off a guy that's like DJ Weaver, who's putting it all together.
Yeah.
And so there's no pressure for him to come in and play against 23-year-olds and excel. This school, understand, Oral Roberts has 2 All-Americans coming in next year. I mean, that's going to return. Their point guard and his O'Banner kid. They're going to be preseason All-Americans by one or another poll.
Okay.
This team's in the dance right now, guys.
Right.
They're in the dance.
Yeah.
They're not going to get any worse next year. They're getting better. So this is a move to where, and then a lot of people want their kids to go. It's so hard because you hear so many horror stories, and you really have to find a coach or staff that you can trust.
Right.
That they're going to really take care of your babies. We've seen all this stuff going down in 2020 with this election, how it divided the country in half. You have a guy that is built, Paul Mills. He came from up under the Scott Drew tree at Baylor. And one of the things that I know from him being at Baylor, I knew before then, understand, he was before being Baptist and all that. So at Rice, one thing about Paul Mills is a man of faith. Not to say the next coach isn't, but that's one of the most important recruiting tools that Baylor used. I hear guys all the time, man, Baylor, man, they cheating, they doing this. You can't control what alumni going to do. If that's the case, every damn school in the country is cheating. Because if TSU wanted to get a player tomorrow, and he turkey leg hind line, I'm gonna get him a meal. If he'll start, every school gonna do that. So guess what? In this situation with Paul Mills, if he knows he's an acute faith. In any way your family is a believer and they are faith, then they're going to have a distinct connection that no other college coach will see coming. They won't be able to measure it. It ain't got nothing to do with, I don't give a damn how many boosters you put out there. They can't break, especially when you're talking about black folk. Black folk and our faith is something that many people, no disrespect white folks at all, but you just have no idea about our culture and when it comes to the word faith. Yeah. So Sir Isaac, speaking on faith, what does that mean to you? How did that resonate and connect you with this Oral Roberts staff?
All right. Honestly, I feel like that was the tie for us, for me and my family, that was a connection that we had with Coach Mills and the whole Oral Roberts school. And so, it was just, the faith factor was just bringing us together. And, like we got off the phone, Coach Mills was praying, just asking for a blessed future. And so, I feel like that was really what brought us together. And, what tied us together was that, because you got some people that don't believe in certain things, and to each his own. But to have someone like-minded as you, it speaks volume. And to know that Coach Mills, is that type of man and stands on his word, and his word means something. Just like me, I'm young, I'm 18, but to start to build a reputation for myself of standing on something and having my word mean something, that's big. So, like I said previously, committing on March 18th, that was my word. I stood on it, I did it, and that meant a lot to me. So, it's things like that tie you together.
Yeah, that's great. You know what? I'm sitting up and thinking about, we talking about you got a good college. Let me tell you something. Oral Roberts got a good young man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, this is a easy marriage. And guess what? I got Paul Mills' number in my phone, so don't worry about it. I got him, so don't worry about it. But I just Jimmy, I mean, if you got anything else for him, Jimmy, it's just amazing. I want to shout out to Herb Baker again, because I wouldn't have known who Sir Isaac was. I mean, I probably would have known because you're so good, but he the first person told me when people wasn't talking. And people wasn't telling me about it. So shout out. I'm glad we got people out there like him in this community that's doing this thing for these young men. And this with the chop shop. All of this, I'm sitting up here thinking about your connection with Herb, and Herb connection to Jimmy and I, and on this platform. Man, it's just a great man. And then Paul Mills, who's been on this platform and been on this show several times. And it's just unbelievable, man. I can't wait. When do you leave? Or when have you got your timetable or when you can go to school? Have that came out yet?
Everything isn't set in stone right now.
Mm-hmm.
But once we find out, you know,
You
I'm
go.
off.
You gone.
I'm off.
You gone. So
So
some people want to ask you some questions. They want to. I saw somebody ask, "What were your
Yeah,
other choices?"
Lil Rick is first up, and Lil Rick said,
Okay.
"On that note, what other schools
Okay.
did the best job of recruiting you, and who was your first offer?"
the best school.
I mean, what other colleges
What other
did a great
Just give
job? I
us some
mean,
more
recruited you the
colleges.
best.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, in the recruitment, you're gonna have some people that are hot at first, and then they get cold. You
Okay.
have people that's cold and get hot,
Okay.
and so it's really a mixture of that. But man, I can't even think of another school that recruited me the way ORU did.
Uh.
They they've been in the talk, in the conversation of recruitment since the beginning of my junior year.
Oh.
You know, and I was still, like that. I was still evolving as a player, as a person. Um, but they've been there, and they seen something in me that no one else did at that time. You know,
Mm.
other teams, other coaches, they seen it later on.
Mm.
But ORU, Coach Freeman was the one person at first that was like, I see it already, just like Coach Herb did.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Man, it's crazy how I met him. I walked in the gym Bel Air, and I shook his hand,
Uh-huh.
and he kind of stood back at me like, like it's too good to be true almost.
Uh-huh.
And so
Right.
he looked at me and he was like, "How old are you?"
Mhm.
I told him my age, and immediately we were like that.
Right.
He was
He
like,
said,
"You and me now."
yes, yeah,
You
he
and
got
me
something
now.
to work with.
Yeah, ever since then, he was like that. He got blood on him. So, that's been my family, man. And yeah, like I said, with Coach Freeman, that was how that relationship was. He seen something in me, and he took a chance on me. And they've been the most consistent school that's been recruiting me ever since then. Like I said, other schools have been hot,
Yeah.
then they got cold.
Uh-huh.
Other schools have been cold, then they, okay, I'm gonna get in the conversation a little bit, and then
Yeah.
they backed off. But that's been the
Got you.
main school that's been consistent.
So getting in early is important. I've been watching this a lot. The Kate Cunningham said the same thing about Mike Boynton. And
All right.
but I remember I got a phone call about you. I did. All the way from Stockton, California. Damon Stoudemire called me. Hey man, hook me up. Hook me up with Sir Isaac. Hook me up. And so I mean, so I know somebody putting your list up there, but I remember him calling me about it. But I was just saying, dude, you can try, but you might be a little late. And you had people recruiting you all the way from California, man. Unbelievable. How that feel?
Man, it's a blessing. You told me this eighth grade,
Uh-huh.
I would have never fathomed that I would be in this position.
Wow.
Like that was when basketball started to become a reality for me. And
Mm.
that's when I started to really take it serious. Prior to that, I was a charter school kid in Harmony, and
Harmony. Okay, that's good.
man,
So,
so
so what's your
I would
major
have
gonna
never
be in
fathomed.
school? What's your major? And I'm noticing. Look, I don't know if you're looking on the screen. Jimmy got on Air Jordan. I got on Nike, and you got on Nike. There. What shoes? What sneakers do Oral Roberts wear? What shoe do they wear? And what would be your major at the school when you go to school?
To be honest with you, I haven't buckled down on a major.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
just exploring different options.
That's all right. That's good.
Uh,
I didn't know when I was 18 either. I promise you I didn't know. And people kept asking. I said, let me go to school first. I figured it out. But what shoes what apparel do Oral Roberts wear?
Nike.
Okay. That's
Check.
all I wanted to know. Carry on, Jimmy.
Check.
What,
Yes,
what,
sir.
and now going through this journey, I want you to reflect back on moments or has there been moments that really made you, that challenged your faith? Because we mentioned that word earlier, that challenged your faith in this whole process. Because normally, and is there a school? I know you mentioned a while ago that did nobody recruited you like ORU. Is there a school that, who was at the top of your wish list at first? And I know that changes, as you said, it some hot and cold. But when you first, everybody has a wish list. What school, and if so, are you going to ask head coach Paul Mills to put them on the schedule in the future while you there, so you can get a crack at them?
It's a couple schools, a lot of schools,
What?
Like
a lot of
who?
schools.
Like who?
I don't say no names. I'm gonna just say the team.
Smart man. Smart
That's
young
between me
man.
and
Don't
Coach
let
Mills.
Jimmy get you in that. Smart man.
You know,
Good answer.
I I had high hopes going into it, and
Uh-huh.
I'm a big person of manifestation. So, you know, just visualizing it, working towards it, and trying to accomplish it. And this is prior to me being in the whole basketball world seriously. But initially 8th grade, you asked Sir Isaac Heron in the 8th grade what school he wanted to go to. It was UCLA.
We got something in common. Keep going. I love that. That's where I
UCLA.
wanted to go. Keep going.
And so I was a huge fan of the basketball team. Um, when Lonzo Ball was there, I would watch them faithfully. So I was a huge fan of UCLA, and that was like my dream school in 8th grade back then.
Mhm.
And yeah,
Wow. Marcus
So
Johnson.
shortly after,
I'm sorry. Go on,
you
Jim.
know,
Go on. I was
so
just gonna let him
shortly
know
after,
Marcus Johnson and Bill Walton was the reasons I wanted to go long time ago when I was, because they won the national championship and John Wooden. So that was for your time. But what you say, Jimmy?
yeah, yeah, and shortly afterward, you mentioned UCLA and you mentioned, Lonzo Ball.
Mhm.
Well, a couple of years ago, you got a chance to go to China. So did
Yes.
UCLA was in China. And tell us, about your Chinese experience and over there being a young man being able to go across the waters to play basketball. And
I remember that.
how did that feel?
um, first I want to thank Coach Cyril White. You know,
Oh
Yeah.
he
yes,
he
yes.
took a group of guys from the greater Houston area, and he said we're gonna make a team, 3-on-3 team, and he took some guys and he showed us a whole new world. You know,
Mm.
so I really want to thank him for allowing us to explore those different cultures, the a different you know world. Like I said, like it's different, man. And so first I want to thank him, but going out there, it'll open your eyes up. You know, just seeing different things, different cultures, it'll most definitely open your eyes up. Um, and just to be in a position like that, man, I was blessed. So it was
Hey,
a great experience.
King King Sticks, he asked, he said, how big of an influence was Herb on you? And really didn't want to answer that question because Herb already crying already. He over here crying already on the on the feed. So he just wanted to know how big of an influence was Coach Mr. Baker on you. Tell us a little bit about it.
Man, Coach Herb he was a spark of it.
Right.
He took me in like I
Mm-hmm.
was his son.
Mm-hmm.
He took me in, and when nobody knew me, nobody knew who I was.
Right.
He was that one person that was my hardest critic, but also my best supporter, my hardest supporter,
Yeah.
alongside with my parents.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, coming into it and playing basketball, I didn't know anything. Like
Right.
Coach Herb would tell you,
Mm-hmm.
um, I didn't really start taking basketball serious until 8th grade summer. And
Mm.
you know, just coming into it, I knew that's what I wanted to do. I just didn't know how to do it. but I always had that work ethic. And so once I transferred to Lamar, I played at Lamar for my freshman year.
Right.
Um, the first time I tried out, the coach at Lamar, Coach Van Duzen, he looked at me and he was like, "Be at practice later on. You're on varsity." And it was just, I was, it was a separation between me and the other guys there. And once I started playing on varsity, I eventually dropped down to JV. But towards the end of the season, a player at Lamar, his name is Tamir Bynum.
Yes.
Tamir Bynum. So his dad actually got me in contact with Coach Hurd. And this was towards the end of the season. So he said, "Be here at this time, at this place," they had tryouts. So I walked in the gym, not knowing who was there, who I was gonna meet. I just knew I was eager to play the sport. I knew it was something that I was investing in, something that I love to do. So I walked in there blind. I seen Coach Hurd. I walked up to him. I was like, "Hey, how you doing? My name's Sir Isaac, and I want to play for you." Like I said, he looked at me. He was like, "You in?"
Right. I know. Yeah.
Ever since then, we've been rolling. And so, that summer, it was really a learning experience for me. We were in the gym tirelessly. We were in the gym so much, I should have just got a bed and a blanket and just sleep in there. Fundy Rec Center. Fundy was the spot that we worked at. We were in at 24/8, man. Like we were in there.
What about the heel?
So,
He showed me some videos of you coming in heels. Hold up. I got a
we were
lot
there
of video.
too.
Hold up. I got a lot of videos of you out in LA in the sand. Hey, I got videos from everywhere, but that is amazing. Well, I'm just glad because I know Herb over there. I'm about to tear up. So I know Herb over there. That's just show you how important the summer guy, the trainers and the summer coaches and the high school coaches are in these young men's life. And that's why I said a few months ago, how much power that we have. We can change a young man's life. And this game of basketball that took you all over the world. I don't know if people ever been to China. That's one of the farthest places, almost other than Antarctica, that you can travel to go. So it's man, I'm just so proud. Jimmy, you got any more questions for the young fella?
No, man. Hey, let's let Slim go and enjoy his day, man. It's Mama's birthday. Hey, we gotta get over to Mama, man. Shout out and happy birthday to Mama.
That's right.
Hey, congratulations, Slim. That's Sir Isaac Heron.
Yeah.
To those of you who don't know, this young man, of course, just made his college announcement where he will be attending Oral Roberts University to not only to play basketball but to graduate from college. And great day in your household. Yeah. We want to extend our congratulations to you guys, and we wish you nothing but the best.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm there. Oh, I got.
Of course,
I'm there.
That's it, Sir Isaac Heron, guys. We go to a quick break. Come right back, and we talk some more hoops.
Yeah,
we come right back. Guess what? Right. Don't forget.
I appreciate y'all for having me.
We're 26 hours away. Spring icebreaker, baby.
See you later, sir. So I can't wait to meet you in person, baby. I'll see you later. All right. Let's hit that button, Jimmy. Let me see who we're gonna bring on. Hold up. I got something for you. Let's go here. All right.
Well, let's find out how he feels right now. He's standing by with Allison Williams.
Hey, man, I work hard.
That doesn't mean.
ACC championship, man!
I'm so proud of these guys. Hey, Allison, it's a player's game, and the players got it done. All credit goes to these young men.
Jose, I know how much winning means to you. What does it mean to be ACC champs?
Oh, man, this is what I work my butt off. A lot of people doubted me. I wasn't even supposed to be in the ACC, and he took a chance on me. And my teammates, man, how good are they, man? This is like a dream come true, and I'm proud of my guys. And man, I love this. I love this win. This is gonna win. This is gonna last me a lifetime.
What are the emotions you're feeling right now?
Oh man, I don't even know how to explain it. I got my daughter in the stand. I got my dad. My family really couldn't make it because it's just a struggle of life. But I'm just so happy I get the chance to tell them I'm a champion, and I bring a trophy home to Georgia Tech.
You did just that. Congratulations, Jose. Thank you so much.
Hey, and I want to give a great shout out to Dan and Jay. Thanks for covering the game. Thanks for ESPN prime time we're on.
Hey, man.
So great.
Man, that's unbelievable, man. Jimmy, I know you got the icebreaker coming up, Jimmy, but we got the NCAA championship coming up, and this stuff is, man, I tell you, this what this stuff is all about, man. This is what these guys put their blood, sweat, and tears. Sir Isaac said he didn't even know nothing about basketball hard in the 8th grade, and now this guy had people all over the country wanting him to play basketball, and now he can live out his dream. And his team is in this tournament, the team that he's going to go to next year, and hopefully they can make it back. But I mean, it's just Jimmy. I mean, it's just unbelievable, man. I did this stuff. It touches me because I was there when Penny they had their run, and I was there when Chris Webber. I was there at the timeout game when they played North Carolina. I was there. Matter of fact, I was with Kenny Smith. So it's just this time of season just special for me, and I hate I'm not going to be able to do the stuff that we use. We should get back to normal later. But Jimmy, let's talk about the spring icebreaker. People are all over the country is talking about it. Doug Jones telling you if you want the media plug, you better get your stuff in. Check out the listings of go to the VIP room. There's a lot of stuff going on. Let's talk about it, man. It's a hell of an event, man. The event's so hot that I had to call and get a favor. I wanted a team, Jimmy, and the team from Memphis. It's a team from Memphis going to play in this event. Their high school season was cut short because, Jimmy, they said they had an ineligible player that played one game, and they wouldn't let them. They were going to the state championship, and their season was cut. So they put together a group of kids off their team. They're going to come up here and play. I told them, look, your season ain't cut short. Come to the spring icebreaker. They didn't even know what the spring icebreaker was. That's what this kind of, huh? They do now. They do now. They do now. Yeah, they do now. Yeah, they do now. So Chicago is talking about they're going to be in the building. Anthony Beckham.
Yeah, we got about 6 teams from Chicago going to be at the icebreaker.
So talk about it. I don't like, you probably don't like to talk about your own event, but I mean, I looked at the media people you bring in, the sneakers team people you bring in. I mean, it's a lot of people gonna watch it, and then you it's what I love about it. You gotta hold on. Let me tell y'all I know, y'all. You get a COVID test, a free COVID test before you even enter. That's not mandatory though, is it?
No, that's not mandatory. And the company and the thing is, Zach, we had Zoom calls with the company, for the last. Okay. This company is based out of Silicon Valley.
Okay.
Right. Uh-huh. And they, because of the pandemic, they had a grant to go and apply rapid COVID tests at youth sporting events. Well, shortly after getting this, and guess what happens in California? It never opens. For us, no sporting events. Remember, they locked the state down, the governor.
Right.
So that means now the people, they have nowhere to implement these services. So they found the spring icebreaker and looked me up, and they found me. We connect. But anyway, fast forward to now, as they are preparing everything in motion, they went and they hired like about 100 nurses, from the hospitals. Even Ice and Medical Mike helped them out with some staff, and they're doing staff, and they went and got these people who's off on weekends, and they're paying them whatever they're making at the hospitals. That's what they're paying them in this project just to go and do these swabs or whatever. Well, then last week came, and the governor of Texas made open the state up all the way for those who permit it. And that has put a hindrance on this company's ability because the governor has denied them, meaning that the way that this stuff goes, and I learned the business, I say, well, how does this? Well, they're going to do the test for the spectators and the players who wants it. Well, if you're the spectator, obviously you got to sign up on an iPad, put your stuff in, like you're going to a doctor's appointment, and they will email you in 15 minutes, let you know your results, either to stay away or come on in and get your armband. Well, in this situation, and you putting your stuff in, obviously one of those questions is going to be, do you have insurance? If you do, then your insurance is going to probably be primary. If you don't, then they pick up the tab. Something in regard to the governor Abbott denied, because the state would normally compensate the companies who make the effort to conduct the rap. Well, basically in a nutshell, our governor of Texas saying our people don't need no COVID test. I just opened the damn state up. We got 25% got vaccinated in Texas. You're behind. We're doing vaccines now, not COVID testing now. In a nutshell, I'm not quoting them. This is basically what is done now. So now the company is weighing an option, and they're going to be in town to do. Can they go and implement it and offer it at the hotels, or because that way now it doesn't, by being at a location like that, they want the governor is not blessing it. So now we'll see how that stuff goes within the market.
I'm glad you cleared that up.
I mean, like I said, I don't know how they're gonna, they're still coming in flying. I don't know what's what now. I know when I get off and I got another call with them. But the opportunity and the thought was definitely well thought out, just at the timing of the governor opening things back up. To many people feel uncompelled to possibly do so and take the COVID test. And so that's how we go. But anyway, speaking of spring icebreaker, man, it is indeed, of course, you make sure Doug Jones has a nice write-up and a preview in the VIP news with some of the top players. If you want to know the top players to see, go in the VIP news on rcsports.com and check that out. And then you will see you have your own cheat sheet of players to go and watch. It's just that simple. Now, meanwhile, I'm doing this thing. Guys, remember, I've never done a schedule for 300 and something teams almost. We had right at 400 teams at first a week ago. And I made a conscious decision because we ran out of space to start. Remember, the old cliche about perfection. You can add all the teams you want. That doesn't make an event going to run well. Perfection is no longer attained when you can no longer add, but only when you can no longer take away. So you got to start. It's like making a clay sculpture. You can put all the clay you want on that table. It's when you start peeling off the clay and shaping the clay to where it's manageable to that masterpiece. That's what I made a decision to start doing a week ago in San Antonio. I said, no, there's too many teams. It's time to start putting some jokers out or encouraging them or just make a decision for them. Or and you start bumping people out, and we bumped about 50-some teams out. So now we're down to about 330 teams as opposed to the 400 that we were at, and which is still the most teams at a local tournament since the Kingwood Classic. And this is the opportunity of the various states being represented: Tennessee, Florida, Mississippi, Louisiana, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Illinois, Utah, California. and I hope I ain't missing nobody, but I was off the top of my head, all these different states. And I said it yesterday, they're coming to your city, coming to your state. You know why they're coming to Texas? Because they know we have talent. And this is a way for them to measure their talent off of Texas. They see the coverage that our state gets as a collective unit. People, I keep saying it, so many people in Houston are spoiled to death. You don't realize what you have. You don't realize what you have. All the different avenues for exposure that you have in Texas. I'm telling you, I really, right now, the only thing that you can probably put a light, a candle to Texas is, right, it's California for its opportunity and platforms for exposure. I mean, when you think of Georgia, it's really one city you're thinking about. You see what I'm saying? When you think of New York, it's really one city you're thinking about. You ain't thinking of Albany, even though they got some talent up north. But this event, here's what you guys got to think of. This is basically a launching pad for the grassroots circuit.
Yeah.
And what it does is, sure, a lot of players, just finished playing last week at the state tournament. That's only a select few.
Right.
That's only the magna cum laude of the high school season is the ones who made it to San Antonio, especially this year, because only 2 teams made it per age classification. So guess what? Some of those kids will play this weekend, and some have earned the right to take a week off if they want to rest and just soak in their victory and just relax. Some you earned the right if you made it to state. I'm not mad at that. Not mad at all. And that's what you may see, because you will see a Wesley Yates playing, but there will not be a Terrence Arsenault playing.
Why?
Well, JL3, they're 17 and under. Mm-hmm. Terrence Arsenault is not playing. Mm-hmm. Big Vincent is not going to be able to come down. Okay. I think because Big Vince is getting ready for the Geico Nationals. And those teams have been encouraged to not let their players go and play grassroots, because you can go get a positive, come back and infect the whole team. Gotcha. And so if you're playing in Geico Nationals this year, sit still, don't play. Okay. So without Big Vince, without Terrence Arsenault, this JL3 team that we would have got to see the debut of the 17 under circuit would have been greatly fragmented. And if you ain't coming correct, don't come at all, especially when you're making your debut. So I can understand it from that aspect of it.
I got you. Yeah.
I understand. I understand it. But at the same time, the opportunities for some of the other kids and what some other teams in that situation might do is say, hey, let these other guys play. Just don't give us too much fire.
Gotcha.
Give us something compatible.
Yeah.
Just let the other guys play.
Yeah.
That could have been an option to do so.
So the other guys
say, well,
no.
That way now the other guys get deprived
yeah.
of an opportunity to shine. Because everybody, when you start thinking about 17 under grassroots basketball, that's the sneaker circuit ball. That's the highest level. That's the Power 5 of the grassroots circuit. Not to say that everybody else is mid-majors or low majors, but that's the Power 5. Guess what? Low major school, mid-level schools, there's going to be at least 2 players in the next week and a half of March Madness that will play at a mid-major school that will captivate the hearts of America, as did Ja Morant a couple of years ago at his school. It's going to be one every 2 years. It's going to watch. You just watch and see. I don't know who it's going to be, but it will be one that will captivate and grab and reach and grab the hearts of America. And now they'll be watching this young man next year. They'll be like, well, where was he all year? He was there. Just didn't. Everybody was paying attention to Kentucky lose double-digit games, and Duke lose double-digit games, and North Carolina get hit upside it. People wasn't paying attention, and that's okay. But back to this icebreaker. It starts Friday 5 p.m. and action picks up Saturday morning at 9 a.m. The venues are located on the RCS Sports app. Download that app, and you can check out the schedule, the teams that are playing, and I got one last addition to the schedule, and that is how you bake the cake and forgot to put eggs in the cake. That's what I did. I forgot. That was a sneaker team that I forgot to put in the schedule. And the coach hit me a while ago on the chair. Hold on, so our team not playing? So, oh man, I forgot. Let me go. I gotta go and make my way to get you guys back into the schedule, which is going to be a task. Trust me. But I'll make it happen, make it work. But this event is an opportunity for you guys to excel. You got the app. You got the app.
How can I make them see?
There you go.
How can I let them see?
That's your list?
Yeah, that's the app. That's the app. I just put the app. I like the app.
I mean, this is done for you guys. And here's the thing that a lot of people want you to believe, and that is all you do is just pay attention. And putting on events is being an event operator. This is the signature event of RCS Sports. This is the signature. This is the 20th year doing the spring icebreaker. The 20th year. And you remember the other day, and we were talking, and I went and I had where did I have my thing at? I don't know where I put it at. I found the first program of the icebreaker. And I don't know what I did with it. I thought I had it in my desk somewhere. I don't know, I put it somewhere. The first program I had from 20 years ago. Guys, 20 years, this same event. And now over 300, right? 330 teams.
But I thought you had 300 the last time. 300 something.
Well, remember last year.
The year before.
Last year, the year before, we had 300 teams.
Yeah.
295, something like that.
Oh, that's right. Okay, gotcha.
295.
I got you.
Something like that.
In the beginning, you had 3. When you trimmed it down, when you trimmed that
yes, I had, yeah, and then trim on down. Then last year we would have had 395. Remember last year, and that was the event did not exist. And what it goes to show is that the spring icebreaker, guys, so to get this straight, this event, we're not competing against no other event out there.
Just competing against yourself.
We're the measuring stick.
Yeah.
We're not competing against other events. Other events are competing against the icebreaker. We're not competing against them.
Right.
This has been built.
Yeah.
And as long as we keep putting out a good product, teams are going to come. This year marks the most out-of-state teams that I've ever had at the spring icebreaker. And so now we're going to try to capitalize and compound on that. And that's with a COVID year. This is with a COVID year.
Yeah.
Next year, a lot of people say, man, we didn't know about it. Parents didn't want to try. They didn't know. Then Pi Out of State opens up buck wild, even though we will require a mask in all facilities to enter. I got the Harris County Sheriff deputies at my facility. I don't have Barney Fifes. I got Harris County Sheriff deputies. And another thing, what we have at the spring icebreaker that a lot of people, I'll tell you something. A lot of people that do events, and I had to talk with a coach the other day. I said, man, beware. Because I've grown to learn. I talked with one of the facility owners yesterday, and he was explaining to me that he's surprised on how many people don't have this, don't have insurance. Don't have insurance. You see how much the insurance they is? See what that number is?
Right.
That's
a meal ticket. That's what we call.
You see how much insurance that is? That's how much insurance.
Ticket.
That's how much insurance. And we got one of these for each one of the facilities. Every facility owner should start making guys produce one of these before you even talk about renting my facility. Because what's going to happen is, it's happened before. It's going to be a tragedy at one of these events. And somebody ain't going to have no insurance. Then what? What if it's your baby? Then what? Guys, you watch all these janky ass events that's taking place and guys trying to trick you. You can tell when they're trying to cut costs. You don't cut costs. The people that do events right around the country, just pay attention to them. One thing they have in common, there's no cost being cut if you want to do it right. The icebreaker is right. It's right. And that's the thing. So I want you guys to come out and join and support some of these young people and help us identify stars of the future, the stars of tomorrow. From the not only just Houston, but around the state. It helps you to identify some of these best players. The kid, I mean, a lot of kids around they're gonna be here. And I try to put the best matchups that I can find. A lot of teams think of the icebreaker. Let me tell y'all something right now. Some of the other teams out there, the icebreaker is not Star Search. For you guys that are playing in the showcase division, if you tricked your parents into believing just because you entered the showcase that you was going to play a sneaker team, it don't work like that.
Okay.
Players.
How does it work?
It's what drives the matchups. Of course, some organization has a reputable name, but the players, people say, "Oh man, I got a Division I players." Okay, well, we're not putting your Division I hopeful. You may have one tomorrow, but today he's not one. So you put players up against players. That yields the most opportunist platforms for kids that's going head to head. And I want to give a shout out, Adam, to one guy. To one guy, and that is, I want to give a shout out to Brian Jolivet. And because last week, you know, I'm working on the schedule, and we went to, and normally the plan was Lupe Nunez. Give a shout out to Lupe. Lupe has an office. One of his offices was right across the freeway from my hotel. And it was there last year. I didn't take advantage of it last year. I said, man, I'm gonna need it this year because it's hard for me I normally would go to state tournament, sit at the computer, and that would be my office. And I'll get it done. Lesser teams, you know, you get it done. Doug Jones will come and help me out, give me some extra eyes. You know, I let him pick some of the matchups he want for the showcase games. That's how some of this stuff is derived. Pick some people, but then what happens is everybody that comes through the lobby wants to stop and talk basketball. And that means now the concentration is broken. So Lupe say, come use my office. That way you can get away, do everything. We couldn't get the password to get activated on our laptop because he has such a strong firewall for his business. We couldn't get in. So me and Doug went over there. We wasted, not wasted, but we was productive. We got some work done. So then that means now I'm stuck. I can't get the schedule done on schedule now. That's when Brian Jolivet came about. Brian Jolivet was like, he was one of those guys, and I tell people all the time, whenever somebody call you, well, I know me, and you know I'm good at this. I've gotten good at this over the years. If you don't call me and ask me if there's anything I can do, let me know. Is there anything I can do to help? I'm going to find something for your ass to do. Because I'm going to make you not ask me that no more. Or I'm gonna challenge your sincereness to that statement.
Right.
And that's what Brian Jolivet did. He said, man, anything you need me? I said, like what, Jolivet? Man, whatever you need. No. I said, Jolivet, like what? You asked me the question, like what? I'm already stressing right now. Like, man, like the schedule, anything. I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna link you in right now and give you access to this schedule right now. Since I know you know how to do, you are familiar with the app.
Right.
Let's get on. And Jolivet did not back off of that task.
Good
He
night.
stayed on it every single day from last week all the way to this morning. He's still on it. He's been helping and assisting and found a way to get in where he fit in. And I told his Jolly, man, what I would have done, what did you have done if I wouldn't have? I said, Jolly, it would have gotten done.
But
I just would have been tapped out, and my energy level wouldn't have been there. I'd have been harder to deal with this weekend or this week. So I was able to take all the phone calls of people that's calling. You see, I had more energy left in the tank. Sure, I had to have meetings and stuff and getting stuff done, but this is thanks to Jolivet, and in doing so, want to mention that he understand Jolivet has his event coming up, and that is the Off the Hook, right? The Off the Hooks tournament, and he's giving out donations as well. See, I told you how to this thing. Not understand. People donated money from first place tournaments long before now. Yeah, long before now. I'm not the first to do that by no means. People done it all over the country. And the thing is, though, it's going to become a trend. It's going to become a trend and see what I call it is revenue sharing. You see the word now, and that's the truth. It's a form of revenue sharing. I'm distributing some of the revenue back to the organizations. Now they do with whatever they do it with. This money don't go to the players, not from me. It goes to the organizations. And that's revenue sharing. So shout out to Brian Jolivet. Of course, he's going to be handing out bags for the Off the Hook. You guys can register for his event. Above all sports hoops.com. Above all sports hoops.com. That's if you want a bag, because he's giving out bags as well. And then, of course, we have, remember, and I'm so proud because it's a different type of relationship out of now. Remember, we made a commitment to form JRB events last year. Right. Rick Nelson calls me every day. Big brother, what you need help in? What you need help with? I say, man, we got it right now. I'm going to call you. Every day. I'm going to call you. I got you on reserve tank. I got something for your ass to do, Rick. Just hold tight. But trust me.
But you did wrong with Brian. So like if somebody asks, they don't know what you need help in because you tried to make Brian tell you what he can help him in. What? He don't know what you need help in. So if somebody call you, you got to know you got to know where to put them at. Just so.
Here's my that's understandable. But here's my belief: if you know a person, then you should know what they might need help in.
If you know a person that does events, what if a guy don't know nothing about no damn event?
We're not talking about that guy calling you about an event. That guy be calling you like, say for example, if you
like a guy like me. No, guy like me don't know how to do nothing but empty the garbage or something like that.
Say the freeze that took place a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
the freeze. Right? When you had pipes busting everywhere and people, hey man, what's going on, man? You out, man? We lost. We do this. What happened? This what happened? And then you go and say, well, man, if you need anything, well, you know how you can get in. You know if your lights were on, you can say, hey, man, you come on over here. You know if you can say, hey, man, guess what? I got something for you. I'll see you tomorrow. Put something together. They're gonna need some groceries. Give them a gift card.
Oh, you know what they might need. Hey. Them gift cards work, boy. Them gift cards are a lifesaver. You know how you trying to find a person a gift? Man, let me get them this gift card. They buy what the hell they want to buy. Boy, that's the best thing. I wish I had invented the gift card. What else you got, man?
And don't forget, guys, I'm even though my season on the Cube has completed, my seasonal appearances on the basketball season, and but this weekend I will be alongside Todd Freed on another TV station on the AT&T network on Todd Freed's show. So I'll be doing acknowledging the finalists for the Guy V. Lewis Award.
Oh, that's right.
And that the announcement, they have 11 finalists that's that selected. So it narrowed it down. It's supposed to be 10, but they had a tie on the voting on one player, and it just went on and just instead of breaking the tie, just only made 11 in this particular year.
They're gonna do it virtual again.
It's going to be virtual.
Okay.
And it's going to be special this year. They putting some real energy behind this year's March the 29th. March the 29th.
The last year was a nightmare.
Oh, yeah. They talked about that during the Zoom call the other day.
They did.
Well, Zoom had just came out last year.
No. Zoom was just being used extensively. It been out.
It just became popular. Just became mainstream popular. And that's when people were hijacking the Zoom calls, and somebody definitely hijacked. They had a bug in it. So that's the technical word they say. They had a bug in the system, and the bug came out there saying all type of stuff.
I was on there. I said, what the hell is going on? I said, wow, somebody been hacked. But yeah, man, I'm surprised.
So anyway, guys,
Go on. No, I'm just telling everybody, get ready for the weekend. Busy for the weekend. Yeah, y'all got your weekend set, and so the North Side will be popping this weekend. The North Side restaurants will be popping this weekend. I see.
You know what? It will. I understand. Let me give you guys a tip. The MI3 Center, which has normally been our headquarters, I thought long and hard, and could have done this, but I opted to not make the MI3 Center the headquarters this year.
Okay.
Because it doesn't take, with 6 games going at the same time in the midst of the pandemic, with everything that was going on, we're preparing for the rapid COVID testing on the outside of the building, thinking about the traffic, the parking, even though they own the lot, the grassy knoll in the back. But just thinking about it, it was the fire marshal would have shut us down if I would have made this schedule to whereas a lot of the showcase games would have been in MI3. That's how big the icebreaker is going to be this weekend. So C.E. King High School, which in their main high school they have 3 courts. The main court is kind of like going to Pasadena or Dawson. You can turn that one court into 3 if you want. But for safety purposes, we only going to turn that one court into 2. That means we'll leave the bleachers all the way out on one side.
I've never been, so I can't.
You just imagine you've been to Pearland High School before.
Yeah.
You've been to Pearland.
Yeah.
Same type of concept at C.E. King. Same type of setup.
That big one in the middle. Then they got 2 on the side.
Yeah, 2 on the side. Same thing.
Okay.
Right? But then if you want the 2 on,
if
you want to use all 3 of those, then you need to take and like Pasadena's different because you got to put your bleachers all the way in.
Yeah.
Well, in this case, I'm going to use one of those courts to leave the bleachers out.
Okay.
So we have that main court, the court on the side. Then they have an auxiliary court on the other wall.
So
that has bleachers in it. Yeah. It has bleachers in it. Okay. So it's 3 courts there.
Okay.
That's one of the main. We have 2 main headquarters. C.E. King and Noel Middle School, where the middle school city championships was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Those would be the headquarters. That's 5 courts. You see?
I got one question.
Game is
I got one. Where Mike gonna be? I want to be wherever Mike is. That's gonna be the best site.
Well, we put Mike at the closest location to his house. So we put him at the MI3.
Oh, is that
okay. There's going to be games at the MI. There's going to be some the tournament division.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
For the 12th grade and 11th grade.
It's still going to be popping.
It's going to be popping.
Yeah. Okay.
The tournament division will be at MI3.
Oh, I got
But every single showcase game will be at either Noel or C.E. King.
Oh, I got you.
So that means running on every court every hour.
I got you.
Pretty much 99% of the time, except I think maybe one slot. Well, I did some modification at the end because I got to go back and check. But for the most part, 95% of the games, all showcase games are there. Some selected bracket games may be moved after Sunday afternoon. That way, now I'm thinking about letting whoever get to the semis at the MI3, they'll be burnt out by the MI3 by then. So let me give them a different. You make the championship. I might, it's a drive. It's gonna take you 25 minutes to get there. I might let you come on drive to Seed King and play your championship in a different atmosphere.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking about doing for about 4 of my bracket champions.
Okay.
Instead of just play, use that sit, get in your car, drive on over to Seed King or Noel and win and play for your money. I will be giving out the check, donating the checks right on the spot to the champions. Not when you get home, not you getting that, you walking out of that building with that bread. Damn. That's once again, pay attention. Because what I'm doing is I'm raising the bar so high. For those, remember, everybody's not in competition.
Right.
With the ice.
You evolving and you innovate. You just doing
stuff. But for those who is in competition with the icebreaker or in competition with me, watch this bar that's being raised. Tell that person to get their teams up. Get your team count up. Come in. Don't talk to me until you get 300 teams. Twice. Let me say, some guys they don't get it. Just get your teams up.
I'm gonna tell you. 2 months ago, I wouldn't have known what you was talking about. I know what you're talking about now. At first, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't get it. Why you say stuff like this, but now that I know that bull crap that's going on, let me tell you something. You're right. You believe you me. You
I told y'all how it goes.
Yeah.
Listen, when a person is not welcome at your party, what do you think they got to do? They got to either stay at home, or they got to go and try to make their own party.
Yeah,
and they gonna try to make you think their own party is better than this party.
Yeah.
Listen, this is a P. Diddy party going on right here, and they gonna try to make you believe that they party. Listen, you can still have a party in a juke joint. You can still have a party in the juke joint. Y'all can have a good time. But don't try to make people think that this is going to be a all-white affair. This is going to be an all-star weekend. This is a Kenny Smith all-star party. This is the icebreaker.
Yeah.
And try their best to fool y'all with that. And guess what?
They be fooling, Jimmy. They be fooling some of these folks, though. Cause they be fooling them until sometimes you got to take the covers off. Jimmy, you got to pull the curtain back. When they pull the curtain back, they see it's the Wizard of Oz back there. It ain't the wizard. It's that old ass man back there.
It's a scary ass Richard Pryor. That's who's back there. That's who's back there. It's funny.
This is funny.
Man. So y'all understand.
Funny, man.
Pay attention.
Wait a minute. Hold
Pay
on.
attention to
Jimmy,
the organizations.
Jimmy, Clarence Harris, he didn't listen well. Kenny Smith party is the bomb, Doc. He talking about so Kenny Smith party. Jimmy said Kenny Smith party is the bomb. That's be the coldest party at the All-Star game. Yeah. Diddy is the whole coldest party wherever you at on the planet. Wherever Diddy is, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, understand. I put this in perspective. Signature events, the icebreaker is what defines me. When I'm long gone, a lot of you guys, a lot of college coaches around the country, that's how they know me, is from the early days of the icebreaker. And it wasn't but 30, 40 teams back then. 12 teams we started with the very first year because it was a live period back then. It ain't how many teams you got, it's how many prospects you got to certain college coaches. And they would come into Houston and party. I would make sure that everything was set up. They would go to the Sky Bar, the old Scott Gardner Sky Bar, which torn down there. That was off Montrose and Westheimer. And I would fix it where every college coach that came, if they had their business card, they would get in free. The line would be wrapped around the building. Every college coach would automatically go up to the elevator, show it to the security guard. They would let him up the elevator and bypass the entire line. That was priceless to a lot of those college coaches. And then they come in town. Hell, a couple of college coaches came in town and partied so hard they even had babies outside of marriage in Houston because of icebreaker. You know that back in the day, a couple of them yourself. But that, I mean, it was the parties were so good. So this event created a life-lasting memory for a lot of people. There are a lot of guys that are grassroots coaches right now that played in the spring icebreaker. A lot of guys that are coaching right now that actually played in the icebreaker when they were in high school. I'm talking about dozens of them, Adam. I'm seeing the names on the coaches or the things that they sign in the registration. Dozens of guys played in the icebreaker. And now they're coaching, giving back like a say pay from the fam elite, played in the icebreaker. I mean, I can go name all that. Just name one off the top of the head. But understand something. With this stuff, I just ask you guys to pay attention. And y'all sit there and you laugh it off because nobody wants to hurt nobody's feelings. Trust me. I don't think you hurt nobody's feeling if you let them know. It's like mirror, mirror on the wall. When you let a person know they're not the fairest of them all, that ain't gonna hurt their feelings. It should serve as motivation. I've been motivating me, and some of my actions has been some of the most. I'm probably gonna go down in history as one of the most motivating, indirectly, one of the most motivating figures of grassroots basketball in the history of this state. Because there's been more people that wanted to come and knock my head off or take the crown, take me off the throne, or announce me as no longer worthy or qualified of being the gatekeeper. And it's, guess what? At some point in time, it's like any player in any game. Some point in time, guess what? I'm gonna diminish. But it's right now like LeBron. I'm 20 years in. And I'm putting up career highs. So this ain't the time to try to sell that stuff to these people out here. You can go and tell them all day long. Guess what? Signature event. Everybody that does events has a signature event. Whether it be white, black. If you think of Dino's in California, what's his signature? He has a signature event. He has a signature camp, and he had a signature event. The camp is Pangos. Everybody that know Dino's know him for Pangos. Or teams may know him for the Fab 48. Gary Charles, his signature event was the Fab 48 alongside Dino's. People that didn't know him back in the days, his signature event. I'm not talking about what he did while he was coaching grassroots. Signature event. Rick Nelson, his signature event was the Pearland Classic. It ain't the same today, but that Pearland created a life-lasting memory. It was some good times that was rolling out there in Pearland. Trust me. John Urey even had a signature event called the Texas Classic out in Clear Lake. He brought LeBron James, Leon Pogue, Kendrick Perkins, and put them on the same team, along with Dwight Howard, Josh Smith, and all those guys. John Urey, that was his signature event. Mike Kunstadt, the Great American Shootout. That's his signature event. Every event operator has that does well. They're remembered for a signature event. The spring icebreaker is my signature event. Even you go up to Dallas, you got the young fella, LaBeouf. His signature event is Who Want the Smoke. It's a signature event now. So there's the other guy. What is his signature event?
I'm gonna get me off the screen.
What is his signature event? I'm waiting. What is his signature event? And y'all, to be called an event operator, what is his signature event? Okay, you played professional basketball. You can't get a media pass without lying. You guys know what I'm talking about.
Hey man, I'm hungry. I gotta go.
I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth. See, that's the whole thing, man. Why you talking about me? Stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying.
I can't stop.
Lying saying you're on the committee for the Guy V. Lewis Award. You lied. You lied to get a media credential. You ain't a member of the Guy V. Lewis committee. Why? So why did you tell?
I saw that email.
Yeah, I got it. And a whole lot more. Whenever you get ready to start laying it down, I can lay all that down. You guys know. And guess what? They can throw my phone. It's in the cloud. I got mine in the cloud. A whole bunch of receipts from parents, text messages, dialogue, screenshots. Even a Peter pic that you sent to mama is in there. I'm waiting, bitch. I'm waiting. Whenever you get ready. Whenever you get ready. See, when you come,
I'm done. I'm done.
When you come, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. You're gonna, at the end of the day, you're gonna thank me because I'm gonna keep your young ass motivated for the next 20 years. So that's what you thank me for. Think of me of the guy that ranked you really low. You know how you rank a person really low and they say, I'm gonna show his ass. You know what? I'm gonna make you become Jimmy Butler, or either you're gonna become Jimmy Butler or you're gonna become Cody Augustus. That's what you're gonna become. One of the two. I'm gonna keep you motivated. I'm gonna make your ass miss volleyball practice for you. I'm gonna make you miss soccer practices. I'm gonna make you miss recitals. I'm gonna have your ass out in this gym trying to prove that you something that everybody know you ain't. That's what this does. I'm gonna occupy so much real estate in your mind. So much real estate in your. I'm gonna be like Womack in Third Ward in your brain. And you know what I'm talking about there. You ever rode through Third Ward? Look at some of them vacant houses for sale, and look what the name you see on those banners. Y'all sit there and let this guy, and they sit there and they laugh at it. Signature events. That's right. It's signature events all over. But what's his signature event? What's his signature event? I'm waiting on y'all. I'm waiting on a supporter. I'm doing like Joe Madison. Y'all quiet now. Some of you people that's watching now for him, you done calling me on it. I'm waiting on it. What's his signature event?
Hold on.
See, a signature event is an event that is considered a national event. Remember that. A national event with multiple teams, with at least 5 or more states outside of your own state represented. National event. A national event, you guys know what a signature event is. So that's the thing.
How you do that?
Guess what?
How you do that?
Wait a minute, Jimmy, hold on, I got one for you.
What the hell is going on? Everybody pump the brakes. Everybody stop it. I can't take it. What the hell is going on?
See, the people, you see, it was just, think about it.
Y'all get me. Y'all get me.
Y'all listen, them people are, and parents starting to get tired. Spend that money. It's gonna be a couple more gonna spend that little $500. But for everyone that spend that $500, it's gonna be 2 more that's gonna realize that they just got had. How all them $500 working out for y'all? All y'all that spent the $500, how's that working out for y'all? Think about it. If you're gonna give him $500 and he has virtually the same amount of Twitter followers as Doug Jones, then you might well give Doug Jones $500.
I ain't got no Twitter follow.
I'm just saying, because that's what you're measured by, those followers, right? Social media, one of the ways that they measure is by the followers.
That man said send a Peter pic.
Oh, he knows we sent one to.
Jimmy, watch it.
Heated wheat straw.
Hey,
The
hold
devil's
on, Jimmy.
son-in-law.
Hold on, Jimmy. Oh, we almost on the show. Hold on. I got something for you, Jimmy. Hold on. I can't find it. I know I ain't going to be able to find it. I know. As soon as I need it, I can't find it. Golly. Oh, there it is, Jimmy. Hold up. Sorry, y'all. Jimmy made me think about that. Big, y'all got to see that on Lady Sings the Blues, man. I'm sorry. Big Ben, the young gal, Diana Ross ran out on him, Jimmy. She ran. Y'all, hold on. Y'all got to see how she ran out. And I know you got a point, and we're going to end the show. She ran out on his ass.
Who's making all?
I'm sending me a dick pic. I mean, a Peter pic. But boy, you crazy, man. Wait, end the show, man. It's crazy.
Hey, man, we up out here, man. Thanks so much, guys, for tuning to the Chop Shop. It has just been a great week. I want to end on some good note. Make sure you take this positive energy on through the weekend. Share the show. If you hadn't done so with your family, friends, your timelines. Share the Chop Shop, guys. And it's really good. We come back on next week. We have some more guests for you coming back on Monday. Ooh, man. I hope I have enough energy in the tank. And of course, we welcome him. Guess what? We welcome him in town. We got John Stovall. We got Matt DeMail coming. We got Chad Grote coming from Arizona. We got Brandon Jenkins from 24/7 Sports coming in town, and a lot more. Exposure will be a premium. And make sure you use the hashtag SIB 2021. SIB 2021. Let's keep that social media lit this weekend with this event. Once again, couldn't do it without you guys, man. Your support and come on out there and I ain't gonna even tell you the story. I'm gonna leave y'all with a story, with a quick story. I just had to share it with you. Okay. There's one guy in town that's a grassroots coach. Mm-hmm. He did not put his team in the spring icebreaker.
Okay.
He has a player who's ranked in the top 10. Mm-hmm. With all these people coming for avenues of exposure, mm-hmm. you chose not to put your team in. Mm. But he had the nerve, the gall to ask me not once but twice for if I could give him a weekend pass. A weekend pass. Not sell him one, give him one. So you don't.
He might be having some problems, Jimmy.
You didn't say that. You asked me, man, you gonna give me a pass? So what it's gonna be? Hell no. You made a choice not to support this platform. This is a platform now. And you asking me to give you something free? You asking me to invest in you, but you weren't willing to invest in your own self.
Now, he didn't ask you to invest. He asked you to give. But keep going.
Yeah. And that's sad. And so anyway, we want to give a shout out and want to, as we land the plane, want to send 2 layers of well wishes to the family of Xavier Roberson, the former star at Jack Yates High School basketball. Yeah. As well as Episcopal head coach Wayne Jones. Yeah. And his brother, Joe B. They lost their mother. Yeah. The other day. And so understand, guys, as you go through the weekend, you never know when it's the last time we see each other, hear each other, or even laugh at or with each other. So make this a good one as you get on up out of here. Make this a good weekend. Yeah. You guys be productive. Mm-hmm. And if you see me understand I'm in game mode during the weekend. So if I walk by you and I don't really focus, you don't realize I'm in problem solving mode. And trust me, there's gonna be 100 problems going on at all different 8 locations. So, charge it to my heart. Well, don't charge. What you say? Don't charge to my head. Don't charge to my head. Don't charge that one to my heart. But anyway, guys, thanks so much. We appreciate it. You join us on the Chop Shop. This is a good show, so share it. We up out here on behalf of Robert Hatter, Jim Hicks. It's time to get to work now. 24 hours away. Spring Icebreaker, man. The 20th year. Peace. We up out here. Chop Shop.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop.